Welcome back. That meal, strong meal. A little bit of royalty-free funk to kick us off. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday, because I imagine that's when this episode will come out, as that's when I have these scheduled. You can watch them happen live over on my Twitch at Critical Leaks, but this is today's date. And just like holding up a newspaper, you have to believe me. It is January 27th, 2026. For those of you who listen to YouTube videos in your pocket, much like myself. And not in a way that I have YouTube Premium either, mind you. Just rocking the screen outward, the screen out vibe. Okay. So, who, I'm sure you're wondering, are we covering today? Well, I've got good news. Because it's January 27th, 2026, I totally swear, this particular subject today was on the hit podcast Kill Tony. You might have heard of it. We are, of course, talking about Sam, the Toad's Morale Tallent. And I don't know next to anything about Sam. I've only seen him when he comes on Kill Tony. Maybe he did Story Wars or something. I watch a lot of I watch The Regs and Story Wars. Gotta be careful saying I watch a lot of Gas Digital stuff. I don't know what they do at Legion of Skanks, but it seems scary. So, I've watched Sam Tallent not only lose like 100 pounds, he's, I imagine, probably Manjaroing or something. It's my assumptions. Not fact, not defamatory. Not only have I seen him lose like 100 pounds, but also have watched him get more and more like comfortable with the spot on Kill Tony. For instance, he's one of the few guests that like will shamelessly and unapologetically interrupt Tony. And if you know anything about Tony Hinchcliffe, you know that he won't stand for that in most cases. But is seemingly fine with it with Sam Tallent. So I've got a couple of podcast appearances by Sam Tallent pulled up. The first of which is Dan Soder. The weird thing is, he hasn't really made many podcast appearances. Apparently he has his own podcast. I don't feel so inclined to go over and like check out, try to get to know the character. Hey, welcome. I don't feel inclined to go over and try to get to know his character via his podcast just because it just feels weird. I don't know why, but as far as any recent podcast appearances, this one was from March 6th of 2024. And he's got one on JRE that it's YouTube says it's a year ago, but when you pull it up, June 27th of 2024, which I imagine is when the Toad's Morale came out. It's probably making a podcast. Nope. April 17th, 2025. So not sure what this whole podcast push was about, but in any case, let's watch a little bit of Soder with Sam Tallent. This episode's called The Sludge, apparently.
Did you ever take the 83 bus from like right around Chinese, like behind Chinese Man into Denver?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know where the...
Oh, they're Coloradoans. I forget that. Let's take note. That's an important tidbit about Sam Tallent. He is a Coloradoan.
Last stop was on that bus?
No.
Montbello. And I fell asleep on it one time and woke
from
up.
Parker and Arapahoe, the Chinese Man Theater. Yeah.
Boy, this is probably killing over in the Rocky Mountains.
I stopped on. If you didn't get off in Denver at Civic Center, I went on to Montbello. And I fell asleep on there one time and woke up and was like, we're not in Colorado.
Yeah, dude, that's the
equivalent. Is this every black in Colorado?
Yeah, why don't you guys put them all in one
Do a roundup of the mountain time zone?
It's the Billups family.
Yeah, he was notably bigger in these days. I mean, I feel like if people were going to lose 100 pounds, not on the Gibralvis or whatever, the Manjaros, you would have seen it happen a lot more. It would happen, but I feel like they used to get like slots on talk shows for doing that. That used to be some huge feat. So forgive me for questioning whether this lifelong obese stand-up comedian, not known for their self-control, lost it naturally. But maybe he did. Until we find out otherwise, we're going to give him benefit of the doubt.
Dude, that's the New York equivalent of when I fell asleep on the 4 train and I woke up in the South Bronx. And I was like, well, uh-oh. Yeah. Well,
you just throw your wallet out of your pocket.
Uh-oh comes to mind. Yeah. By the way, if you don't want a Denver-centric episode, skip it.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. You got it. Will do. I trust Dan Soder. None of that's funny to me, and we're not really gaining much information. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to JRE, Sam Tallent. That was my fear that this was going to be the case anyway, so might as well take them at face value.
The Joe Rogan.
Appreciate the honesty, Mr. Soder.
Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
All right, so JRE is another one. It's strange to get to know them because, I mean, the classic trope of Joe Rogan Experience is that he will tend to guide the conversation into some familiar territories. You know, for a while it was bear hunting. It's always, although over the years those subjects have changed, elk hunting rather. Although over the years those subjects have changed, it does tend to circle around the same like handful or so conversations. Not only that, but if any of this is topical at all, it's from June 27th of 2024. And there is a more recent appearance that he's made on JRE, but this one is special because this one has 54,000 views. I don't know what the average is, but that's gotta be low, right? That's pretty low. I even Googled like what episodes have the least amount of views on JRE on YouTube. And scanning from some of the Reddit, blurbs you can get when you're scrolling over your Google results, it was talking about how this episode, such and such episode, only had 100K views, and this one has just over half that. So Sam's YouTube page is huge. He's got like 300, that's Guerrilla Media. So he has quite a few as well. I just subscribed to his page today. The Kill Tony bump. But in any case, let's see his appearance on JRE. I don't know if he'd been on by this point.
Sam Tallent, get them headphones and join the fucking party. Get the microphone up about like a fist from your face.
It's a rough...
Jamie, how's this?
It's a rough looking hairline. I think he looks better now. Maybe shaved or something. Not like me. I have a stellar. It's way down here. And you'll have to take my word for it.
Do I sound powerful and elegant? Thank you.
Bro, you are powerful and
cigars. He's in his cigar phase.
Elegant.
Thanks, man.
You are enough.
I appreciate that. I'm good enough.
I had a friend of mine, and she was asking me something just about comedy. And I go,
This was so common for a while. I kind of forgot about it. Red Bar did a whole bit. That's where Shagash comes from. He did a whole bunch of coverage. It used to be, one of the common Rogan Sphere tropes.
No one...
those were good days.
I don't like my stuff. Like, no one likes their stuff. Like, you see it too much. It just, it gets in your head.
It's a strange amount of self-awareness. I think this podcast was recorded before Burn the Boats came out. Which is interesting.
And you're like,
should have maybe followed that instinct, my man.
You like, I look at it like a hater. And she goes, I just want you to know, no matter what, that you are enough. I go, what?
Who says this? What are we hearing?
Ed. And you're like, ugh. You like gotta, I look at it like a hater. And she goes, I just want you to know, no matter what, that you are enough. I go, what? I go, no, that's
It's a fake laugh for sure.
not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I don't
Pretty good.
like my stuff, like I have a problem,
Yeah.
like I'm a crazy person. No, I'm just like, that's just the process.
Yeah.
Like I feel good.
Right.
Like, but that thing that people say to people, you are enough.
I don't know how common that is, but I will say I know the sentiment that I think he's getting at that can irk, because when I was a young lad, I played football at this school, and we were so bad. We lost all the time, almost always. And we would get our fucking asses kicked. And we were, so you'd be getting off the field just dejected and hurt and just fucking covered in mud and blood and bruises. And you're walking up toward the locker room, and all the parents are there, and they're going, "You guys were so close." It's like, no, we weren't. You did so good. You'll get them next time. It's like, we lost 47-0, man. We're not going to get them next time. Stop patronizing us. Let us just feel this defeat. And I think that's kind of part of the whole, like, someone setting him aside after watching his special, which is what I think he's talking about, but someone setting him aside, pulling him aside after seeing his special and being like, just so you know, you are enough. It's like, I feel that's the same kind of vibe.
I just want you to know that
Vibes.
you are enough.
Look, I don't need validation from you, lady.
She's a nice lady.
I'm sure she's a nice
She's
lady.
a very nice lady.
But I don't
Just
think
not-
you're going to her to be like,
Sam's funny. From what I've seen, he kind of doesn't know what's too mean. I feel like he's got some kind of disorder or something, where he'll say something and then like kind of read the room and then be like, yeah, and then I'll walk it back and start being like quite nice, sort of tongue-in-cheek nice, but less of a criticism and more of a recognition of stylistic nuance.
can you hold my hand through this difficult period?
I think some people do that to people, and they go fishing
Do.
for that kind of response.
Yeah.
That you are enough. I'm like, no, I'm okay.
It's like, look, I know. All right, look around, lady. I kind of made Austin a thing. Yeah.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Okay, I was gonna say. Oh.
I know I'm okay. I mean, it's sweet of her, but
No, she's awesome.
I also hate watching my shit, dude.
Hate it.
That
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. You hear that a lot. Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 was that way. I remember hearing famously when I was a kid. I always thought that was strange, because everything I have ever recorded, I watched 1,000 times. I listened to 1,000 times. All my songs, like my SoundCloud, like constant. Like I've always been a big fan of mine.
that'd be my Guantanamo. That making me watch all my old specials.
Oh.
Yuck.
It's so strange, and maybe that's maybe that's what is just two schools of thought type of deal. But you hear that a lot. People are like, "Oh, I couldn't watch the show when we played," or "I couldn't blah 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 blah." It's like, at this point, why do it if you don't? And I don't. Okay, I guess my big problem with it is I don't know if I believe that. I think everyone says that because it seems humble to say. Because you probably even got a bad taste in your mouth when you heard me say I'm a big fan of mine. But it's like, people get weird about that, and I think these comedians know that, and that might be why they all sort of lead with this. Oh, I hate my stuff. I could never rewatch the thing that I spent years crafting. What the fuck are you talking about? If you don't like it, why is that what we see?
God damn it.
That's crazy.
Or like a YouTube clip from like 2007.
That's the thing that you have
Talking like Cam Patterson now.
to do too.
Talking like Cam Patterson did 2 years ago.
When working on new
Saturday Night Live.
material, I
Yeah.
either watch it or listen to it.
Yeah.
Have to listen to it. Just have to. I gotta know what makes me groan.
Let's go back a little bit.
That's the thing that you have to do too. When working on new material, I either
Yeah.
watch it or listen to it.
Yeah.
Have to listen to it. Just have to. I gotta know what makes me groan. What makes me go yuck.
What's the cringe in there?
Yeah. What?
That's true. I mean, his approach to it is, I hate having to do it, but it's like, it's important to review your stuff because those mistakes that you hate hearing, you can then learn from. If you're not rubbing your nose in your own, like, fuck-ups, or like basking in your previous glories, then like, wow, how did you get to the point that you are? You're doing comedy like 20 plus years.
It's the yuck.
And you hate it? You don't hate doing it, but you hate what you're producing? I don't know. Strains credulity.
How do I cut the yuck out of that?
Yeah.
It's just like, you're gonna have that.
You cut plenty of yucks out of your special, my friend.
But you gotta look at your act like you're a hater.
Oh, for sure. I do. Luckily, I never have any moments where I'm like, oh, this is working out. I watch and I'm like, why is your leg like that? I can barely hear the joke. I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at your hair. When did that leave? Look.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Act like you're a hater.
Oh, for sure. I do. Luckily, I never have any moments where I'm like, oh, this is working out. I watch and I'm like, why is your leg like that? I can barely hear the joke. I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at your hair. When did that leave? Look how far that
You do have good taste.
receding. Jesus.
Yeah.
How long have you been shaving your head?
This could be interesting. Maybe we're seeing some origin story here. I mean, we definitely are. We've already learned quite a bit from him. Thank God for Dan Soder being so forthright with us.
12 years?
Yeah.
He's got a special out there too. I'd enjoy doing that. I hesitate because especially after Asan Ahmad, which got me a little heated at the time, you may recall. I am now feeling, it's funny, I just noticed this, but I'm feeling an apprehension to cover any comics that I like previously because I have to be honest with the way that I feel and I stand behind all the stuff that I said. I always review these. And there are some points where I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little intense here. But if you break down what I actually believe, I stand behind it all. So it's all the more unfortunate when I watch somebody's special whom I liked going into it. And then after I'm like, okay, well, that was revealing. So I'm going to have to watch some solid show. I'll probably still enjoy Asan Ahmad. I just don't think that special was quite cooked all the way through yet. But anyway, so I feel a little apprehensive, but I mean, Soder's in an entirely different class of comedian. If you're thinking about it like, freshman, sophomore, yada yadas. Soder is definitely an upperclassman to Asan Ahmad's more freshman feel.
Something like that?
I don't like that that's how it got said.
Going there, man.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah?
Yeah. You don't think about it anymore. It's like one less thing to think about. If you have a good shaped head.
I don't.
Like, some people have flat heads, like their head's flat, but now you got a
Or dents, lots of dents in their heads, I hear.
new joke about having a flat head.
Yeah, then I have to turn around or have a mirror behind me.
That's
He's making fun of Hassan, whether he knows it or not. He literally does that. That's like his number one joke. It's gotten to the point where it's such a like play Freebird classic joke of his. Even I saw him do it on Kill Tony, but even if I hadn't seen that, the way he presents it when he's on stage, it sounds like everyone's like he talks like everyone's a part of it. Like it almost sounds like the same vibe as like who's ready to sing happy birthday because y'all knew it was coming and like. It's the same kind of thing when he's like, who wants to see my impression of an Indian pussy or whatever, and he does this. It's like, you can tell it's one of his classics. But yeah, that's literally what you're making fun of right now, Sam.
heads.
Yeah.
Is he in Austinite? Let's look this up. Where does Sam Tallent live? Vaguely, please. Currently lives in Detroit? That can't be real. Is that real? Fuck yeah, it says it on his samtalent.com. Holy shit. Well, points awarded to Talent, what would it be? Not Talent Door. Talent Puff. I'll let you do the math for a second.
Their heads flat, but not.
What was that? Fuck. Hirschberg. Ron Hirschberg style.
You got a new joke about having a flat head.
Yeah, then I have to turn around or have a mirror behind me.
That's
Or like bend over and show everyone the top of your head. Wouldn't that be so hacky and annoying and shitty?
Yeah, it's all right.
give him
I'm gonna get into
give him a
props.
little
I don't actually think that, for the record. I thought it was funny the first time I saw it, but
look at a flat.
Yeah, no, I don't have.
it's also, I don't feel like the kind of joke you can come up with on your own. How many mirrors would it take to see the top of your own I guess like on camera maybe you'd have to see yourself if you were watching back some of your material and seeing the top of your head. But anyway,
Have a good
I digress.
head. It's bumpy. I think if I shaved my head, I would go mutton chops. I would leave the chops.
Why don't you go
That's a cool look. It's a bold, cool look.
fucking full Sufi beard? Yeah, just lower. Just the lower beard, like from Dagestan.
Amish?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Considered that look myself. It's a strong 90s, metal singer look.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, Amish go
Yeah.
underneath the chin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do
the
you know how
apple
Amish
butter.
do it?
Oh,
They go
yeah.
underneath, right?
I think there's some kind of like recessive allele where they're
I love this, like, comedian small talk. Little, like, cursory Amish jokes,
Yeah.
little gimme jokes they can kind of throw back and forth.
yeah,
Do
the
you know how
apple
Amish
butter.
do it?
Oh,
They go
yeah.
underneath, right?
I think there's some kind of like
Joe's being a great host, and I don't mean, like, show host necessarily. I just mean, like, he's being very friendly, very welcoming.
recessive allele where they're not like
Would you like a Bud Light? I'm pretty sure it's still edgy to drink those right now.
God keeps them from having any hair on their cheeks.
There's so many Muslims who fight in the UFC who have shaved heads and they grow a full ass beard. There's the Amish one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so he's just showing, like, the full beard that comes from the hairline and the chops all the way down to, like, anyway, Google Amish beard. It'll probably pop up.
ridiculous.
As long as you use perplexity.
So he is shaving it.
That shit is not catching on.
No.
With anybody.
No.
Yeah, that,
I don't know why. You could get all the nice protection. If I could grow a beard like that, I damn well might.
that's a weird middle
I
ground,
mean, I totally could. I just prefer this look, of course.
right? Because he could eat food with no problem at all, which is like kind of a cop out.
You know what he's not eating?
What?
Pussy.
Ah, they
Those
don't eat
guys
pussy?
don't. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Sound a little bit of a foul ball there. Got a piece of it.
Not allowed to eat pussy.
Those guys.
Maybe didn't go the way you were hoping, but you swung hard.
His forearms. Have you seen an Amish guy with his shirt off?
They jerk off a lot, I'm sure. But
You're
they have
sure?
to do it. They have to do it to memory.
Oh, this is very, very small talky. This is standing in line next to each other at the Thanksgiving turkey table conversations. Oh, really? You think they do? I mean, maybe not subject matter, but the overall like tension you kind of feel, where you both really want to get along. You're being very nice and accommodating conversationally, but
Right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
Like they can't be watching porn.
no.
this is what cringe is. Even Sam feels it. I'm doing a little bit of a zoom in here, but you have to take my word. It's veritably got one of those anime veins in the forehead, the little like cross-looking, Dragon Ball Z.
Amish bears
They just
typically
have wood carvings.
I know culture.
What did you say? Because Amish men shave their mustaches off, you may be wondering how now if an Amish are allowed to shave. While married men may shave their mustaches only,
Okay, we're learning about some Amish stuff.
unmarried men may shave their beards too. The only prohibition on shaving applies to the beards of married men.
I wonder if the Amish know that Google AI is so well versed in their culture.
Oh, okay. So it's like a wedding ring. So once you have a full beard, all the hoes need to leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
That's
I'm
what
He's mojo.
taking ladies.
yeah, he's taking bitches.
Yeah.
That's why he's growing this gross ass beard.
Yeah, God
not-
forbid they see your chin.
Isn't it funny that you're on the marketplace if you don't have a beard? Like,
Yeah.
you're this guy out there with no beard.
Yeah, you're swinging your peacocking.
Yeah, imagine the fucking Mrs. Amish and Mr. Amish have a fight. And
See what I mean? Very, very surface level, like riffing.
he just watch this bitch.
Just half of it.
Just shaves his beard off halfway out the door.
She starts crying.
Takes a huge puff of the cigar.
Crying, runs outside, makes some butter real quick.
Makes some
Also takes a huge puff of the cigar. They're trading riffs and puffs. Oh,
butter. They don't have any electricity. They make their own houses.
Dude, those Amish, the way they raise houses so quick.
come on, boyos. What are we doing here? Amish stuff?
Oh,
This
they're
is crazy.
really good at it.
Yeah. And then Mennonites, they're like rougher.
In any non-podcast conversation, one or both parties would have been like, it was nice to see you. Like, this is nuts.
Around the edges.
I don't know any Mennonites, but I did meet one with Ari Shafir at the airport. And I
Ever danced with the Mennonites?
found out because he asked her, "What are you?"
Yeah. Classic Ari.
Oh no, it wasn't at the airport. I'm sorry. It was at a
I had a lady do that to me once when I was at a music festival. I was like 18 or 19. She was like, it was quite late, if you know what I'm saying. She was like, we was in front of everyone. We were like jamming or whatever, and she came up, and it was a whole thing. But yeah, have you ever danced with the Mennonites? She kept saying.
Rest stop. Was that a
I didn't know how to react.
rest stop in Massachusetts? I think we were in between gigs, just driving to a gig.
What are you?
What did you ask her? What are you?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
She's wearing an outfit.
What's up with the bonnet? Which one are you?
It is fucking weird.
The chops are a good look, Sam. They help frame that face, you know. Got a nice bone structure under there.
Though, man.
Was under there. I feel like it's probably exposed now.
It's you know what's weird?
Boy, this is lulling me. Let's jump to, we're at 5:17. Let's go to 15:17. See if it picks up. Feels like a good way to do it. 15:07, 15:17.
Cradle of civilization.
Yeah.
I'd say pre-pyramids.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Strong guys.
What else did you have to do back then?
Make a toothbrush?
What the fuck are they talking about? Maybe that's a problem with it.
Mouth infections.
Well, yeah,
and
you're
shit.
like trying to eat everything you find.
Yeah, you don't even know what's edible.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And when did they start kissing?
I don't know.
Let's find that out. Let's take a guess. When do you think kissing was invented? What if it was like 1900?
Yeah.
What if we like...
Yeah. Whenever France became a country,
What if like nobody kissed until like the 1900s?
it was a revolution.
I'm gonna guess it's like some Mesopotamia shit.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it started
For sure.
like thousands.
Cradle of
years ago.
civilization.
Boy, this is filler, my guys.
Yeah,
I'd say pre-pyramids.
Whoa,
Yeah.
strong
Yeah.
guys.
What else did you have to do back then?
Okay. We might as well hear this resolve. Afterwards, I feel like we may have gotten to know him well enough, and we can jump on into the meat of this all. How long is this special of his? It's 45 minutes long. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll listen to how this ends. See, I guess, when kissing was invented. Come on, guys.
Make a toothbrush? Like, why would you kiss somebody? That seems crazy. People
We're
just
figuring
wanna
out
fuck.
what holes are safe.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
But you could wash the body off, like eating pussy and blowjobs and stuff. That kind of makes sense. You just want to get crazy.
I think blowjobs happened before sex did. I bet you went mouth
doubt it.
first.
No.
There was a fur-covered hole down there. You're
Yeah,
gonna try
but-
and jam.
At least he's got a hot take.
Him up in that
Watch
thing?
chimps. Chimps fuck each other.
No, I've
hardly
watched
ever
Chimps
blow
Fuck
each other.
Show. All right.
I bet you have.
Oh yeah.
I bet you have.
I've been down that
So
road.
let's. So your guess is pre-dynastic Egypt,
Getting a little more comfortable with each other. It feels like they just met, man.
Sure.
5,000.
I just said
6,000 years
pyramids,
ago.
but yeah.
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 Well, that's like 5,000 years ago.
Okay.
So supposedly, they don't even really know. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen that interview too. You had that Egyptologist on, who I saw on a Mr. Beast show recently. But yeah, he kept being like, and if aliens did it, this guy was just getting furious. It was not aliens.
Jamie, what's
If you think about it, that is hilarious, kind of spitting in the face of this person's whole life's worth of study.
I was trying to figure out.
But what was your question?
I
What
didn't
did
have.
you didn't
I-
have one?
No. The first answer Google gives back is the first recorded kiss is 1500 BC.
Sips right into that microphone.
It's
It's problem with
Sounds
using this
recent.
fancy looking
Interesting.
glass.
It's very recent.
Right below
Too small.
that is a link to a longer piece that says some researchers believe that kissing began millions of years ago as a result of mouth-to-mouth feeding.
Interesting.
So glad we know that. Millions of years ago, as a result of mouth-to-mouth feeding. Was this the early days of Google AI? I don't know when it switched over to AI. Feels like a little before that, but that seems crazy, right? That seems like it can't be possible.
And that's going into like, well, why didn't
Interesting.
everybody do it then?
Because you had to chew the food for the child?
Do you know that you can get syphilis from kissing people?
No.
I didn't either.
I feel like Sam's kind of aware of how this is just sort of, spooky Sammy might say, non-tent.
I saw it on a TikTok video. Must be true.
How
It was a
dirty is that
doctor.
mouth?
It was a Instagram Reels. That's what it was. No, he was like having this guy standing there and all these different girls.
I guess we'll hear the end of Syphilis Mouth here, and then I'm going to fill up my drink and we're
Are
in.
coming by and kissing him, and he was pointing out all the different types of diseases that you can get from mouth kissing someone. Yeah, herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea, all these different things you can get from mouth kissing people.
I thought it was just herpes. That was my biggest fear.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let's see here. I'm going to play a little bit of funk. Let's bring it on in. And I will be right back. I got to get a larger glass here because we're going to need plenty of Mio for this one. I can tell already. For sticking around. So, we learned a little bit about Sam Tallent. Not a whole lot. I mean, nothing really too groundbreaking, character establishment-wise. But we know he's from Colorado. We know he's a little bit of a yes guy, kind of a nice... Okay, we'll call him a generous conversationalist, at least when he's talking to Rogan. And the rest will sort of fill in as we go. Without further ado, this is The Toad's Morale by Sam Tallent via 800-Pound Gorilla Media. One of our faves.
I'm drinking as well. Miller Lite, everybody? Yes.
Oh, I made a Bud Light joke earlier. Oh, shit. Maybe I was more right than I knew.
No more Bud Light for me.
Hilarious.
After what they did? After what they did to us, the valuable consumers? God, I get so distracted whenever I think about Bud Light. When I think of that trans woman, I get so fucking hard.
Okay. He gets hard. Trans woman makes him hard. 10-4. I'm just checking here. Where was this filmed? Doesn't look like it's going to tell me. However, I think we're on a cold open, so maybe that will be a little bit more revealing. The description here: join Sam Tallent on a journey through unsettling bed and breakfasts, and brace yourself for his takes on Girl Scout cookies and the absurdity of talking toilets in Japan. Oh, okay. All right. With hilariously chilling descriptions and impeccable comedic timing, The Toad's Morale brings Sam's most bizarre scenarios to life. Who is writing those? They're quite elaborate. Yeah, that's all we really... I mean, the rest of it is for further support details. 800-Pound Gorilla Media, blah, blah, blah.com. Check them out. Trained by day, 800-Pound Gorilla Media by night, all day.
A lady with a dick? Finally, a gal you can trust.
Yeah, right on.
Finally, a woman who gets it. She understands the struggle of hanging one.
Understands the struggle of hanging one.
Oh, yeah, God.
Hanging one, all right.
You seen these trans women?
I don't know that these are universal dick terms. I don't know if I'm familiar with hanging one.
There's the struggle of hanging one. Oh, yeah, God.
That's probably why people quote a little bit on that. I have never heard that in my life.
You seen these trans women?
Kind of looked over at someone in the crowd and it vaguely acknowledged them. That must have been funny. Can't see him. Take your word for it.
Oh, yeah. You left a couple of incognito windows open, didn't you, brother? These trans
I'm going to assume that it's some couple and he acknowledged the girlfriend. I don't know. I have no idea. It's too much to fill in.
women got the peak of
I'm not gonna be filling in his story for him here.
sexy science behind them.
Call that one a little bit of a miss because I have no idea what he's talking about this couple or whatever. Crowd work miss.
You left a couple of incognito windows open, didn't you, brother? These trans women got the peak of sexy science behind them. No one's hornier than scientists.
Okay.
And now they got real girl dolls they can decorate with huge fucking dumpers.
Dumpers.
Just humongous.
It feels like he's like a lot of these profanity terms. He seems like he's making them up, like back when we were kids. So when you're still learning how to swear, and like maybe filling in a few that you haven't really heard, but just feel like they should be profane. Huge dumpers on her chest.
Asses and juicy tits. If you can't get hard for trans women, you are gay.
You hear that one a lot, vaguely. It's usually, pretty much exactly this. Not always worded the same, but I guess we'll give benefit of the doubt because this was April 17th of 2025, so less than a year ago. He didn't give us a filmed on date like Ronan Hirschberg. It's pretty smart of Ronan to do. I hope we're going to start seeing more of that because especially with how quickly culture sort of moves on these days. I feel like these specials don't hold up for as long as they used to. Because a cultural reference like Bill Clinton got a blowjob in the Oval Office got like 10 years worth of work out of it because we didn't really get more big, crazy stuff all the time. So, like, I wonder if we're going to start seeing people put dates on their comedy specials like Ronan did. I think it's smart. It provides context for the material. And if it's outdated, it kind of points to why.
That is on you. You are a homosexual. I wish my wife had a dick. I got one of these analog ladies.
Okay, that's right. So we do know that he is married. Saw him reveal that on Kill Tony earlier. So it's like 3 or 4 things we've learned.
She's got her
Which
sweet
kind of figures for JRE, I guess.
little velvet mitten. Boring.
Sweet little velvet mitten. See, that's funny phrasing. Better than dumpers.
Give me a meaty crank up front. I want something
All right, so he kind of likes to use these illustrative terms here.
I can hold on to as I'm pounding away. I want to crawl.
That's right. He's also a novelist. I think he has a book. Speaking of books, we do have a segment which I find to be one of my favorites. We read a little passage from the memoir Choreography, written by Corey Feldman. It's getting quite interesting, so stick around for that. It's only getting juicier as we go.
Crawl into her like handicapped people get into a hotel bathroom, you know?
Oh, we have an ad already. I was just about to go back because I have no idea what he's talking about. Boom, boom, shh, boom, 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 shh. Got that funk in my head.
I want to crawl into her like handicapped people
Got that funk in me.
get into a hotel bathroom, you know?
We're going back again. I'm not sure what this hotel bathroom talk is about.
She's got her sweet little velvet mitten. Boring. Give me a meaty crank up front. I want something I can hold on to as I'm pounding away.
Okay. Jesus, man.
I want to crawl into her like handicapped people get into a hotel bathroom, you know?
Oh, I see. Okay, because like the handle. He's sort of laughing along with them, sharing a chuckle. He's so far very strange, kind of uniquely. Just okay. So there's a mic stand here. He's kind of gripping like up here by the mic clip and leaving it in the stand, which we have not seen much of. But from what I understand, we will know he means business when he pulls that thing out of there. When he puts it back in, it'll sound something like. Why don't people teach them how to do it? We'll do a whole tutorial at some point here, don't worry.
That's what it's like. That's it. It's just blowjobs and anal forever? So every day's my honeymoon?
Okay.
Give me all of that. I'm feeling some pushback from this side of the room.
I think he's probably stepping on Jim Norton's toes a little bit here. Google it.
Think about it this way, fellas. You're banging your girlfriend, and you know that the whole time, when you're done, you can finally play a competitive game of Madden.
Okay. As far as stereotypes are concerned, I would love if this one were true. But my fiance beats the shit out of me at every game we've ever played. Including goddamn Carcassonne now. I had her for a while. Which is like 2 or 3 games. Anyway. It's an unfortunately inaccurate story. Well, maybe for most people, I guess. I don't know. Worth noting. I told him.
And don't get me started on trans men. Oh, I gotta fuck my buddy and it's pussy?
Okay.
You mean the perfect crime?
This is an interesting take. I mean, especially now that he's taken the time to be so very, very elaborate. Kind of a funny take. Sort of a good example of taking, at the time, a very hot button issue, finding your own take that still endears the audience to you, which there is an art to, and he seems to be adept at it. But yeah, we're 3 minutes in and no actual like intro or anything. This doesn't feel like a cold open. If it is, he gets the record for longest cold open on Critical Leaks so far. So let's keep this thing going.
You can leave your beanie on, brother.
Oh, damn. All right, 3 minutes and 10 seconds, we get a title card. Just says Sam Tallent. You'd never know unless I described it to you. Take my word for it.
Oh, this is so much better than the first show.
Directed by Zach with a Q, Tull. Wonder if it's any relation to Jethro.
Last night. They didn't know what kind of buzzsaw they were walking into.
What kind of buzzsaw I was talking?
Oh, this is so much better than the first show last night.
Well, as they say, you never go with the first one. We watched Tom Segura and Bobby Lee talking about that at length. Now that I've steered the conversation that way, I don't know. I think everyone's so excited for this special, Bobby Lee special, to come out. I guess it's not coming out till like August or the fall time or something, but highly anticipated. He's never done one before. He's been a comedy icon for so many years. Excuse me, would you? Comedy icon for so many years, and is a massive podcaster. Like, Bad Friends is huge. They've got like 2 million followers or some shit. Quite a few. Lots. Bobby Lee's very, very famous, of course. Which is why I don't think it's a good idea for him to actually do the special. I think his instincts are right. What is the best case scenario? We're like, oh, he really is good at stand-up comedy. Cool. We're going to go back to still enjoying the things that he's doing. Like, it's not, I guess as an artist, it's something he wants to get it solidified, he wants to immortalize the material, but he stands to lose so much more than he stands to gain. And he can be so... I don't think anyone's really told him that. He hasn't talked about anyone telling him that. He himself feels that way. But he keeps checking with other comedians, and they're like, no, you're crazy. You should definitely do it. I would love to see a clip of someone being like, Bobby, really realistically, like, what do we stand to gain here? Let's look at worst case scenario and best case scenario. You know, best case, again, we all applaud because it was pretty good. Worst case scenario is you blow all of your credibility. People see an entirely different side of you that they were never supposed to see. Like, we don't, you know, we the Bobby Lee fans of the world don't like him because we're assuming that he's good at stand-up comedy. He either is or isn't. I don't really care. He probably is. He's been doing it for so long, but it almost doesn't matter. Again, he just stands to lose so much more than he stands to gain.
They didn't know
But again, if he wants to immortalize the material, then I respect that as an integrity move.
what kind of buzzsaw they were walking into.
It'll also be interesting to see where he decides to release it. He might have already announced that. I don't get to choose what I pay attention to.
A lot of life alerts went off at that show. You guys are young, you're active, you're virile. I like that.
Oh, a lot of life alerts at his previous show. Okay. I imagine he's somewhere in Colorado. Those Coloradoans, they're quite a proud people.
That first show last
People of the mountain.
night, God, I hope whatever bus takes them back to their fucking, whatever sober living community they came from. I hope that vehicle rolls.
Well, what they say. 'Tis a damn good carpenter that blames his tools.
Oh yeah, and I hope the windows are open. I don't want the smoke to take them.
The smoke to take them? Well, there like a lot of smokers?
I hope the fire melts their bones.
Oh, for the bus. Okay.
Not you guys. I love you guys.
Boy, I would love to get my hands on a copy of that tape.
What a fucking relief. God damn. I know I started horny. Guess what?
That was a hard cut. Zach Toll.
God damn.
Maybe he didn't edit it, but still.
I know I started horny. Guess what? I like it.
Is this the same night?
God damn. I know I started horny. Guess what? I like it.
Okay, kind of, sweet. He's acknowledging it. That's nice. I hope it's not the whole thing. But what did we see? Who was it? We watched somebody recently come out with some very... I don't remember who it was. They came out with a lot of, like, biological and anatomical material. And then kind of moved on from there. So maybe he's just setting the bar, and we'll see. I
don't know.
That's gonna be a rough ride.
I
am curious to know. I have titular curiosities. Wondering why it's called the Toad's Morale. I'm sure we'll find out.
jiggled around like that.
I'll scream about it when we do.
But felt good. I am so fucking horny, guys. I am.
Whoa, wait.
I haven't seen my wife in 5 days. I cannot wait to see her on Monday. Cut off her bra. Say, release the pigs.
Okay. He's sort of disrespectful to these titties. Dumpers, pigs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boys. Uh-huh. It is a spectacle when I get a hold of those things.
Jesus.
She's great. She's sweet and funny and generous and kind and nice, but God, also just...
Oh, thank God for Michelob Ultra's commercial there. Okay. I want to be very clear. It's not because Sam... It's not Sam's looks or his vibe, even though it's like 2 years ago. It's got nothing to do with any of that. I hate this stuff, really regardless of who it's coming from. It's so hard to do well in a way that, like, I end up enjoying. I don't know. It's to me, it seems very much like everyone probably has similar thoughts to that. You don't ever really see people tend to, like, really dig deep. They'll just kind of, they'll dig long. They'll just keep digging one scoop down and move forward. So you stay in the same area, but you never actually get down to anything interesting. It's just it's like shoveling snow. Isn't it? Here we go.
When I get a hold of those things. She's great. She's sweet and funny and generous and kind and nice, but God, also just huge. Absolutely.
He's kind of miming, like, huge.
Crippled.
Wonder if this choice to leave it in the stand was stylistic or born from necessity. These things get heavy.
Hair on her. She cannot sleep on her back.
That wasn't a shot, by the way. It wasn't intended to be.
She will drown. It would look like she was choked to death by a man without fingers.
Oh, I see. Okay, because now he's doing like one of these choked to death by a man without fingers. These helicopters.
The ringless rapist strikes again. It's tough. He leaves no fingerprints. You can't track him. God, I love her.
Okay. Oh, because the guy had no fingers.
We like to engage in the sacred act of intercourse.
Shit. I'll give him this. Adjacent material. Didn't require much of a transition. Happened pretty smoothly.
My favorite place to do it? Bed and breakfast. You've not had sex until you fucked in a room where an old couple's son OD'd.
Okay. He's interesting. Again, his choice in phrasing is funny to me. He finds funny ways of wording his sentences. The sentiments themselves, I don't find particularly engaging, but the way he's saying them, I do like. Also, you can tell he's got a storyteller's mind because he is painting, kind of backfilling his story with some, like, hyper-specific imagination, or imagining. Like you've never lived until you fucked in a bed of an old couple whose son OD'd or whatever. It kind of makes you think, you have to, there's an implied mythology there. Like, okay, he doesn't walk you all the way to it, but in a way that's satisfying, kind of paints the picture in your mind. Well done, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry, this side of the room.
Also, Samuel Tallent sounds like some kind of Civil War general. Is that like a stolen William Montgomery roast?
That's the business model, my bad. Dakota had a pill problem, they've still got a mortgage.
Dakota had, okay, their kid who died.
Go fuck in the race car bed. Try not to come on the corn poster.
Maybe it wasn't the strongest example of phrasing he uses that I enjoy, but
We haven't
can't win them all.
touched his room since we found his body, so get in there. Don't worry, we won't be one floor below you just staring at the ceiling all night. Don't worry.
Okay. Just kind of doing a little bit of a... The way he does these act outs is cool too, because you can kind of tell he has these characters in his mind. Like he's actually there. It's not like a super over exaggerated act out. It's it's toned down in a tasteful way.
Oh, he's gonna need a coconut water, Gerald. Also, shout out to coconut water.
Okay.
I always said water doesn't taste enough like cum.
The exact same Michelob Ultra Light. Excuse me, Michelob Ultra ad. Interesting. Oh, that's right, because the Winter Olympics are coming up.
That's my big issue
Kind of Olympics I like.
with water.
Little curling, little skiing long jump.
I always say that. My wife says, quit saying that. Stop. Coconut water figured it out. They nailed the taste of load with the viscosity of jizz.
Okay.
They put it in one $8.
Boy, they're dying in there. You can see why he was so grateful to them. This is a hot crowd.
Can.
Just listen to this. I mean, it's
Coconut water figured it out. They nailed the taste of load with the viscosity of jizz.
is that he always said load and jizz. Ugh, come on, you're debasing us all. I'm debased by proxy here.
They put it in one $8 can, and I'm grateful.
Ooh, debasement by proxy. Now there's a special title.
I am.
Dibs.
I need it. I need it. I'm huge. Fucking really big. You're petite. I'm massive.
Yeah, he's right now. He's kind of leaning into it. He looks like an old big band singer. Kind of got the mic stand tilted a little bit. It's a classy look. You don't see a lot of comedians do it.
Same species. Doesn't
It's like Elvis toward the end.
make any sense, because you're so
That's definitely stolen. You shouldn't watch Kill Tony before these things.
I'm so much of a man.
Or maybe ever. I don't know. I can't quit.
And
I gave up cigarettes. I'm not giving up Hinchcliffe.
is anyone in here bigger than me? Brutal.
Sam is, does he mean fat? Because he's also quite tall, I think, which again came up on his appearance on Kill Tony. He called one of the comics short. The comic's like, stand up next to me then. And he was like, about this much taller, but not in a way that was super exaggerate. Not in a way that was funny enough to merit him making the joke. The guy seemed to be very average height. I think Sam came off a lot more imposing when he was 100 pounds heavier. Now, I'm not trying to be podcast cringe about it and say, like, he can't be funny unless he's drunk and fat. Which, credit where it's due, Cringy's points were a little more nuanced than that, but I'm thinking about doing a whole Freebert thing as well. I want to hear what his takes are on it. What are the legalities of, like, covering, like, doing what I do for a live critique if it's, like, behind a paywall? Because it feels so much to me like I watch, first of all, that's what I consume the most of content-wise. I fill the gap between these releases with research and material, other podcasts. Anyway, point being, like, I will have a whole episode dedicated to the hatresses and whatnot. And it might be a recurring segment where we cover some of the things that they're talking about at the time. It'll help us stay updated. A segment much like when we read Choreography, a memoir by Corey Feldman. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, and yes, we do also play royalty-free funk music as I regale you with the tale of the man himself.
Nobody. The fuck? I gotta get it together. No one in Cincinnati is bigger than me. Fuck, I don't know if you've ever been the largest mammal indigenous to a comedy club.
See, funny phrasing.
But it is lonely. I'm a man.
Because again, the sentiment is, I don't know if you've ever been the fattest guy at a comedy club. But let's go back, just to appreciate. Gotta revel in the small things here.
Fuck, I don't know if you've ever been the largest mammal indigenous to a comedy club.
The largest mammal indigenous to a comedy club. So that's very well put. Points for phrasing.
Lonely. I'm a man. I know I'm
To Talent Puff.
up here
Talent Door. Talent Limb.
in my ivory castle.
Talent Claw.
Thank God I got fucking 5 inches of clearance on you guys. Or else how would you see me? I know, but look, I can come down there. I'll come down in the fucking pig hollow. Look.
Down in the pig hollow. Okay.
Okay, if there's one.
Wow. 800-pound gorilla media. Talk about pigs. Greedy little piggies. But they've always been cool about fair use and stuff, so no sweat off my person. The only person that's ever been uncool about it, shockingly, James Donald Forbes McCann was also really cool about it, though I'll say this. The 2 videos I did covering James Donald Forbes McCann are by far my most popular when I'm going, like, under this format. The weird part is they have exactly like almost down to the person the exact same amount of views. It's one thing if it's 8 or it's 9, but this is 226 and 229. It's just some kind of like James Donald Forbes McCann Illuminati that's just quietly watching the first 5 minutes or so and then signing off. Got a couple of you that watch the whole things though, and for you, I want you to know, within the next few episodes here, I'm going to start ending my show with a bit of a musical performance because, I want to add a little bit of zhuzh to the show. I think Red Bar paved the way on that too. So, again, it's a little bit more of a variety show feel. You can feel free to tune in and out as you see fit. But these things, they need a little bit more of an exclamation point than this sort of ellipses, ... esque endings we've been arriving at. Because some of these comedians just don't care to write an ending.
How
I have to go now.
would you see me? I know, but look, I can come down there. I'll come down in the fucking Pig Hollow. Look.
Who was it? Somebody totally called this out, and I have it on my show notes somewhere, but somebody was talking about, right here, yeah, it's, this will be on another episode here. I've got it on my show notes, though, where Bert, Mark, and Sam, Bert Kreischer, Mark Norman, and Sam Morrell are talking on We Might Be Drunk. And I want to say that Bert is the one that brings it up, but he's like, and you've got some comics that don't even write the end of their job. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but check out, you'll see it in the next step. I wanted to do a little bit bigger of a name in comedy for this one because the next one's going to be real small.
Look at that.
So he sort of carried the entire mic stand, which was an arduous choice. But he carries the entire mic stand down into as he called it, I think, the pig's pen, the pigsty.
I'm a man. I bleed blood.
I don't know what he's talking about, but the crowd is enjoying this.
I come jizz.
All right, well, let's take another shot for the Sam Tallent drinking game. Anytime he refers to sperm, I'm going to drink your Michelob Ultra safely.
Once I came blood. That's what I get for being hard in a revolving door.
Once I came blood, but that's what I get for being hard in a revolving door. Okay. It's funny because I always hear these comics talk about like, oh, you hang out with other comics and it's all dick jokes and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to have to do some research on that myself. Start infiltrating some comedy circles and getting some firsthand experience on it. Because apparently it's all dick jokes. And I always think like, really? Like, I don't know. I don't really hang out. I more surround myself with musicians because I've got terrible taste and you don't get a lot of dick jokes, especially this day and age, but maybe that's a thing for comics, I thought to myself, and then you see an act by somebody like Sam Tallent, and you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, maybe it is all just dick jokes with these people.
You don't like me this close. This sucks for you.
He's kind of, again, still standing out there down on the ground floor.
I'm going to go back up there.
This sounds like a huge venue, but I think it's just a well-mic'd audience. It's very well-balanced. Not like the most recent episode of Kill Tony, where you could hear every word this bachelorette party was saying. And they were so very vocal about their every thought and feeling. Oh no, here we go. Okay. Like you could, for almost all of the episode, you can hear everything that enters that woman's mind.
Feel safe again. All right. I'll return to my tower. That's good.
He's returned back to the stage. You gotta love that every SM58 on all these comedy clubs, they just like when they get them, just fucking dent them for effect because they're always like dented to shit. And this is like a $20, like this part right here, very replaceable. Like you can just screw it all the way off here. Yep. Boom. And you can buy new ones. I've been saving up to get a gold one, just like my hero Tony Hinchcliffe. We live in Hinchcliffe's America.
I do, by the way, if you are thirsty later, I do lactate. All right.
Well, because he's got those dumpers on his chest.
I can breastfeed. I can breastfeed anyone in here. doesn't taste good. It tastes like horchata with a ramen seasoning packet.
Oh, that's fucking gross, bro. Horchata alone, phonetically, is such a nasty word. Now, is that the sausage, or am I thinking of chorizo?
It's the shrimp flavor.
We're 9 minutes in, and this has just been so gross. But he said that's how he is. Should have taken note. Should have listened to him like I did Soder.
How does that make it worse? As if I said it was the beef flavor, you'd be like, let me latch, uppy, uppy. No.
Because the beef flavor. You know, that's a pretty specific joke. You have to kind of know your ramen noodles, but it's sound. Beef is the superior. Bouillon? Bouillon?
No, you would not.
You know how.
Whew, what are we, 4 ads in 9 minutes? Really getting after it here.
This is going so well.
That's another thing you see them do. And this is a different design of mic stand. This one's a little more expensive of a design because I got it like that, you know, in case you're wondering. But, so for the most common model of mic stand, it's made of 2 pieces. The top piece connects to the clip. The bottom piece connects to the base. And what connects those 2 pieces is this screwing thing in the center. And I don't know why no one teaches comedians how to move a mic stand or how to tighten or loosen these things, because almost never, you'll see some of them who've taken the time to Google it or pay any attention to what they're touching. But a lot of the time they'll just force it down like that's supposed to just be how it works. And it's so bad for the mic stand. And it drives me crazy that you don't just, you tighten it, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's very straightforward.
We were in Louisville on Wednesday.
Anyway, so he had too much weight on it. It kind of slipped down, and and then gave up. So he turns the mic like this.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that city, but
Louisville? No one knows what happened to that city. It's like the 3rd time I've ever heard anyone bring it up.
we gotta finish the job.
I don't know what happened to that city, but we got to finish the job. It's funny.
We gotta finish the job. We gotta go in there and just burn it to the ground, right? What's going on with you? Is a funnier comedian texting you? What's happening?
Someone's on their phone. Oh, it's good crowd work, man.
You got Cat Williams on the horn?
I think that's very funny because at the time, Sam was rumored to be one of Joe Rogan's 6 never been funny comedians. I'm pretty sure that time's out. That might have been 2025 stuff. Oh, this is 2025. Yeah. Then that. Keep forgetting because the podcasts we watched him on were so old.
I did like...
I might be interested in reading his book. Again, I like him more as a writer than I do. You know, I like his tone of writing more than I like his actual comedic material. And I have to read one of these comedians' books. Maybe not on air, but like, you know, let's see, McCusker, Sam Tallent, Louis J. Gomez. Like it keeps happening more and more. I believe James Donald Forbes McCann has a book of poems.
I liked one aspect of Louisville.
It'd be kind of funny to read those in my dead ringer of an accent I have for him.
Well, that horse track is fucking gas. It's very good.
Louisville's horse track. Okay. Little stuff out of the 40s here.
I experienced Paris syndrome. I really fell in love. We were there.
Was it Henry Youngman?
At sundown, we saw the fucking dying light hit the rafters. It was really transcendent. I have Churchill Down syndrome.
Okay, let's go back. I have no idea.
The rap love.
I have no idea what that's in reference to.
We were there at sundown. We saw the fucking dying light hit the rafters. It was really transcendent. I have Churchill Down syndrome.
Okay. They loved it.
You guys can have that joke. I can't take that anywhere else. That one's for you guys.
Was it like maybe Churchill Downs is like a thing, and he has Churchill Down syndrome? He's right. He can't use it anywhere else. We have no idea what he's talking about. Fantastic material to keep in your special.
All right, yeah, take it
800-pound gorilla media is 623K followers, man.
to work tomorrow. Meet the HR person. Just get your settlement check. God. I really can't do that joke ever again. That one.
He took off his glasses and hit the mic.
Probably not going in the
It's another thing you'd see on like a movie or a TV show. If you're trying to show the comedian's doing poorly or isn't comfortable on stage, taking off the glasses and just nailing the microphone with them. It'd be one of those things.
Special.
Right along the lines of like feedback where the band is bad.
I like whoever's laughing over here like this. Is that you, Beardo? All right. I can't tell if you mistimed your drugs or nailed it.
The guy goes, oh, and who does this anymore?
You're really squishing this fella.
Okay. There's a guy who's kind of sitting here like this, and he's got two bigger friends on either side of him.
He's wedged in there like a door stopper.
They don't look very comfortable. They're all kind of leaning over like this. I like me, my comfortable drum stool here. So now you can see my whole studio.
God, these are all foggy. My glasses suck. I don't want to get political, but I don't recognize Israel or Palestine.
Oh, because of his glasses.
I think I need a new prescription.
Oh, he's kind of doing a which is a little bit William Montgomery. You're borrowing from the Big Red Machine a little bit. But they seem to have a good rapport or whatever. But this is quite Montgomeryan. Montgomeronian. There it is.
Counts as a joke. That counts. You laughed, you can't take it back. That one counts. Huh?
Fentanyl! It's an Aussie yelling out.
Counts. Huh? Thank you, ma'am.
Well handled. Thank you, ma'am.
That's actually my punch-up girl, Louise. She travels the country with me. When I miss a punchline, she jumps on that grenade. I like Girl Scout cookies, obviously. All right. You got a favorite
Another hard cut there.
flavor, sir?
But to be fair, that little bit of crowd work went very well and seemed quite organic. We've seen lots of different shades of it. We've seen the planted audience member. We've seen the binary question where you'll either get a yes or no and you'll know how to react to either. In this case, I think he's just light on his feet.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I did not think you were going to be shy.
So kind of a big beardy trucker cap kind of guy.
You're like a big, tough man. I ask you about cookies. I don't know.
Okay. This, by the way, is like right after the height of crowd work popularity. People are rightfully starting to see through that now. Just because everyone for like 2 or 3 years just focused very, very heavily on it. And there are some people who made it their entire identity. So I wonder how they're going to fare in this post-crowd work loving world. I believe it was Ty Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world, who talked about how it's, for most comedians, it's just a tool you have in your kit. You know, it's just another thing that you can do. It's not what you do for most, you know, since the dawn of stand-up probably, because you have to use it to be able to handle a heckler. So it was short-lived for a reason, and hopefully we're going to start seeing, as we continue to watch more contemporary specials, less and less of this crowd work stuff. Come back! Because it can be funny, but it can also be very, very, very boring and irrelevant and sort of never really go anywhere. Which, I get, is what makes it so impressive when someone does it well, but, you know, again, like Bobby Lee's special, like, what's the worst case and best case scenario here? And putting it in your special, although it's quite common, I just wonder if that's a W move. Come back to me. I'm watching some Asmongold recently. A lot of Zoomers in there, I think.
You got fucking coquettish, man. Oh, wow. Any cookie's fine. Thin Mints is the only wrong answer. All right?
Okay.
I will kick every ass in this room.
Okay, that's funny. See what I mean, though? Like, it's killing in the room. This would be a lot of fun to be a part of if you were live and right there for it all. But watching it back as like this is my polished comedy special. It's like, okay, funny. He'll fight them all. I don't know, the magic's kind of lost through the screen, I think.
Fucking care. Come through me. Thin Mints are dog shit.
Come through me is another misnomer here.
You know why they taste that way? Because so many grandmas kept their dark chocolate cookies in the freezer next to their Newports.
It's a pretty funny take on Thin Mints. Okay, here's a good example of binary crowd work, or a binary question in crowd work. What's your favorite kind of Girl Scout cookies? They can say anything, including nothing, and he can turn it to Thin Mints. They'll either be like, I like Samoas. And they'll be, and Sam can be like, well, the Samoas are good. The only wrong answer is Thin Mints, yada yada. Or it can be Thin Mints, and he can kind of, Thin Mints? Why? Well, that's ridiculous. Thin Mints is the only wrong answer. And then go into the exact same thing. So binary question crowd work is a good example here. Whereas previous to this, someone was just like heckling or calling out to him, and he handled it quite well. Which I think is best case scenario, as Tara Vera pointed out. That's funny, because you're showing how quick you can be in the moment. It's not a setup, it's not well rehearsed like something like this, even though this is fine. It's no Charlie Barron's Coors. Check out my Charlie Barron's coverage if you're curious. It's quite a tongue twister.
They're fucked. They're bad. I'm not over your reaction, bro.
He's staying in the moment, which is fine. But is that what's ideal for something that's supposed to live forever? You know? You could go back and watch old Bill Burr specials and they still kill. Chris Rock's special, like, from the early 2000s, is still a banger. You can drive with your feet if you want to. That don't make it a good fucking idea. Chris Rock impression. I'm like Soder.
What about you, man? Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I forget what it's called.
He forgets what it's called. Okay, so maybe not every answer works.
This is some of the worst crowd work ever.
Well.
Samoas, yes!
Samoas. Thank you.
Samoa!
Or that precog energy.
Samoas indeed, yes! Oh, Samoa. I love...
I don't know what that was, but I liked it.
I love
Samoa.
Samoas, and I love doing that.
Let's hear it again.
Samoas! Samoas indeed, yes! Oh, Samoa. I love
I don't know what that was.
Samoas.
Really funny, though.
And I love doing that voice.
Yeah. You know, there have been many specials whereby 13 minutes and 46 seconds in, I'm like, fuck this guy. I hate what I'm doing. Like, I'm not going to make it to the end of this. Sam, it's not that way. I haven't loved a whole lot of his material, but Sam himself is fun to watch. You know, the whole "ooh, Samoa" thing is just random funniness. I like that. I don't know, maybe that's something that inexplicably works and he does it in every act, or it just hit him in the moment. But I'm liking Sam Tallent so far, and it's not just because he lives in Detroit, but that does help.
And Samoa's got that island flavor. I love Samoa's. I could eat a whole box of Samoa. I could eat a case of
Which is funny because it's a coconut-based cookie.
Samoa.
We all know what you think about when you taste coconut.
But I could not finish one Samoan.
A whole box of Samoas couldn't finish one Samoan. Because fat.
Samoa's got
Like large.
that island flavor. I love Samoa's. I could eat a whole box of Samoa. I could eat a case of Samoa's. But I could not finish one Samoan.
Okay.
It's not a...
Frontiers one.
Oh boy, another one here. Don't worry. Although we've seen too many ads here, we'll have an ad-free rendition of my readings of Choreography by Corey Feldman coming up in the next little while.
It's a volume issue. I bet they taste
Volume issue.
great.
I said fat, but I meant big.
Okay, that's where I lost
Sorry, don't hocka at me.
you. That's fine. Fuck, I'm on thin ice. Thank God I'm not Samoan.
Thin ice, thank God I'm not Samoan. Alright. Hopefully there's going to be a little self-awareness in the tag on this one.
I was in control the whole time.
Okay, that's fine. He's feeling himself for sure. He's got some momentum going.
You thought you caught the swine? No, I'm too greasy.
You thought you caught the swine? No, I'm too greasy. Alright, that's fun. Yeah, okay. It's funny because I've always seen Tim Dillon's spirit animal as kind of a greedy piggy, more of like a feral, two-headed hog, kind of. But Sam, by his own description, it seems that his spirit animal seems to be a nice pig, maybe like Wilbur.
I was diddled.
It's a Charlotte's Web joke for all you Zoomers out there. He was diddled. Ooh, hard turn. Yeah, okay, here's my problem with this. Because I like those juxtapositional statements wherefore there are no transitions at all. It's just talking about something, letting the laughter kind of die off, and then saying something very obtuse that's completely unrelated. Excuse me, Richard. I'm a fan of that. However, I'm a fan of it happening in the moment. Because in this particular case, there was a hard edit right before, and then he says it. So I don't know, like, what makes it funny is that it comes out of nowhere, and that he times it out so well. So something about having a hard cut right before that kind of takes you out of it, I think. Sort of spoils what's funny about those jokes. And maybe it's that Sam didn't nail it, and the edit kind of punched it up and made it better. Or maybe it's just an accidental, poorly timed edits. Maybe they're fusing footage from 2 nights or 3 nights together. Could be any one of those things, but I think that was a bad move, Mr. Toll.
Caught the swine? No, I'm too greasy. I was diddled.
Yeah, see, hard cut right before into I was diddled. But let's pretend it happened that same night in exactly that fashion, with that exact timing.
I was diddled.
You can even hear it a little bit. Just such a hard cut.
I was diddled.
Right there. That little click as he says it, that's because it's fusing 2 pieces of audio together, and they didn't crossfade it. The button's right there, man.
I was diddled. I was diddled, yeah.
Maybe even crossfading couldn't save that, because that's a hard cut.
Mostly at chain restaurants.
I was diddled mostly at chain restaurants. Okay.
I got at a McDonald's play place. It didn't start as a ball pit. ended that way. Little Caesars? Fuck. Little
Caesarland. I wonder if that's the Detroit in him. Because back in the 90s, over old Detroit way, Little Caesars had a fantastic Chuck E. Cheese Discovery Zone-esque place called Caesarland. And all the cool kids would have their birthday parties there.
Caesars?
And for my 8th birthday, I did too.
I was 8 years old. I was adorable.
That was when I knew.
I was hot, but I was not ready.
It's also before Hot and Ready's, but that's fine.
And I don't want to talk about...
Let's look how old he is, just for reference sake. See if I have to call him Mr. or not. I try to be very South Korean in that way. Oh, he's 38. Holy shit, Sam. Woo. Okay. He's 38 years old.
About what happened at Subway.
And I have nothing snarky to say about that at all. And why would I?
Let's just say they got the guy. You know who I'm talking about.
Let's go back, because I don't.
Ready. 8 years old, I was adorable. I was hot, but I was not ready.
When I was 8, I was at Caesarland for my birthday.
And I don't want to talk about what happened at Subway.
Oh, I see. Subway, okay. Because Jared.
Let's just say they got the guy.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about. Those were my pants.
Funny, I guess, because he's big and his pants are big, and what Jared's whole bit used to be was he'd put on his old pants and they'd be like way out here, and you could show how much weight he'd lost. You're all, according to my numbers, you're all millennial dudes, so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, nitpicking wise, old Jabbo was raising some red flag just because you were supposed to be a kid for this whole story. And now we're like, you kind of have to jump out of that. And you're big, they're my pants. It was wearing my pants, even though, okay. So, I mean, I guess the joke is that he was a very, very fat 8-year-old. And that just went over my head. I lack taste here.
It was a sex trophy.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing funny about diddling.
Okay.
Except for the term diddling.
It's a silly way to put it.
That's a very
He's right. He's right.
funny thing to call the worst crime you can commit. Diddling sounds like something a child would love.
It sounds like you're picking up a new hobby.
You should hire a diddler for every kid's birthday party.
Oh, God. That's funny. I like word jokes. It's fun.
Oh, Janet, how was Bobby's birthday? Great, we got the best diddler in the tri-state. Oh, yeah, he diddled every kid. Yeah. Not one face went undiddled. It was...
One face went undiddled. Okay. Kind of feel the crowd all do the math alongside me there. One face went undiddled. Okay.
Yeah, that one doesn't always work.
Okay. A little self-awareness goes a long way around here.
It's all right. Luckily, we have young people here. That's what I'm happy about. Young me, how old are you?
Young me, how old are you? He's kind of obviously addressing someone off the stage here, who seems to be well mic'd, like I said. Well done to Tull for that.
I'm happy about. Young
Shout out Zach Tull.
me, how old are you? 25. I had pubes on 9/11.
He's 25. Sam had pubes on 9/11. Yeah, okay.
So think about that. You were smooth.
This guy doesn't look a damn thing like you, Sam. Sure, he has glasses.
You were puberty.
Maybe he's a little bit husky, but I'd call him young you is just kind of mean.
And toothless.
Not a shot. I'm not taking shots here. I'm fucking being nice.
I had a full rockin' bush. Think about it. Think about my 13-year-old body with a nasty thatch.
What in God's name is a thatch? We're asking Google AI, what is a thatch? Oh, well, that's... a thatch is a dense layer of dead and living organic material, stem, roots, and leaves, that accumulates between the green grass of the soil, acting as insulation, but becoming harmful if too thick, as it blocks water, air, and nutrients, potentially weakening the lawn. I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe that's what he's referring to. Maybe that's a deep-cut gardening reference.
I did not have pubes the morning of 9/11. But when Tower 1 went down...
I see. He went...
That was my body's fear response. And my dick was like the plane that hit the Pentagon.
Okay. That's another one you hear kind of a lot. I can't place it, so no points to Eeks for that, but the whole, like, my dick, 9/11, I feel where recently we've heard this. I can't recall.
They never found it. I have a dick now.
The Bush Guide. Cold.
Whoa, boy. Run the Bush Guide. Okay, you know what? I am going to leave us with a little bit of funk, a little royalty-free funk music, and I'm going to hit the restroom. When I get back, we'll do more coverage of the Toads' morale for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get into Corey Feldman's choreography. Be right back. Little whistling for you. My musical performance at the episode. It'll all be like that. I'm gonna make a little bit of Mio. Keep rocking this out. This reminds me of something that, like, Lettuce would do. Lettuce is like a funk jam band. Lettuce fucks, check them out for sure. This is very Lettucian. However, they're not royalty free. So also shout out to Epidemic Funk for letting me use this music of yours, which honestly really fucking rules. It's good stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll go back to the reggae someday, but as of now, I'm loving that Epidemic Funk. Anyway, let's get back to the Toads' morale.
I want to brag about it. Don't listen to the internet. I have a penis. It's tucked away in these joggers somewhere.
All right, well, let's listen to the internet here. Does Sam Tallent have a peni? Google AI's like, I'm out. The results. The first thing that pops up is Chubby Behemoth number 264, Penis of the Month Club. Google AI is like, I don't know.
Yeah, joggers.
I've never seen that before.
AKA maternity pants for men. Finally, all the style and comfort of a third trimester pregnancy without that pesky baby.
Oh, it's jogger pants.
I do have a dick, and I don't want to come to Ohio
We talk about jogging pants today on Kill Tony.
and brag about my mountain
Yesterday on Kill Tony.
hog, but 5 inches soft.
Okay.
3
No wonder he does so much dick material.
inches hard.
It looms large in his mind.
It bloats up like a toad's throat.
Toad, oh, I should have known, dude. He said 5 inches soft, 3 inches hard, and then he goes, it bloats up like a toad's throat.
It's a nightmare. Now whenever I want to fuck my wife, I gotta say, hey baby, time to scare the toad.
Time to scare the toad. Oh, because they inflate as a self-defense mechanism. Had a bit of a biology joke there, actual biologic material.
And she gets dry. But I am undeterred.
We got this.
'Cause frogs like the water. Toads like the dirt.
Boy.
When I get in there, I kick up dust till I butt.
All right, I gotta check the dice. Do we hate this?
Dust.
Dice are saying that we don't. I trust the dice, but my God. At what cost? Also, Opal.
I thrust because I must.
It's Opal. Punk.
I make
Why say it that way?
my own mud.
What? Let's go back.
I make my own mud.
He makes his own mud. He really is a gross little piggy.
I told that joke in Japan, they hated it.
Oh, I believe that. Not because of anything to do with Japan, though.
They thought I was bragging.
I mean, you did with the 5 inches soft thing. Okay. It does feel a little like a humble brag, I won't lie. Maybe they were onto something.
I did. I went to Japan to do standing up comedy.
Standing up comedy, okay.
I went to Tokyo to tell Jokio. That counts as a joke. Just
He keeps, I mean, that's the second time he said the whole, that counts as a joke thing. So, you know, it's got a potential to eventually pay off.
because it rhymed doesn't devalue the humorous intent.
Yeah, funny phrasing.
I was over there. I did some shows,
Just because a rhyme doesn't devalue the humorous intent.
but really I made a bunch of money in a different way. Some businessmen got their hands on me, and they climbed me like ants.
I wonder, okay, so the whole podcast cringe thing is like, Bert Kreischer isn't going to be funny if he's drinking. Bert's sort of retort to that general idea is like, that's like saying a comic's not funny when he's fat. But I wonder how much, so accordingly, I wonder how much of Sam Tallent's material is, has to be, like, how much new stuff, I guess, because he dumped it all on the special, so maybe he has to move on. But he lost 100 pounds, so, like, it's a lot more believable to make a joke like, oh, a bunch of Japanese businessmen were climbing me when he's, like, 450 right here or whatever. And now that he's down to 350 or whatever it is, I'm kidding, he looks a lot better than that. Keep it up, Sam. But, like, now that he's lost all that weight, these kind of jokes aren't really going to hold as much water as they used to. I personally think he's a funny enough writer, a talented enough writer, and a funny enough guy to be able to Like, I think his next special is probably going to be good. I hope to God. Because that's another thing is when you lose this, like, harmless fat guy comedic presence, it gets a lot weirder to hear you talk about, like, sex stuff. Coming from, like, a dirty little piggy, it's kind of funny and endearing in its own way because you're like, ew, gross. But, like, yeah, you know. Losing all that weight and then still being like, Mr. I like titties and trans gals. It's just, I don't know if it's going to translate.
Those little fellas, I was the eucalyptus tree and they were the koalas. And they were...
Because they were climbing all over him.
Just scurrying all over me, man.
Again, funny imagery, funny phrasing.
Call it the Tokyo Big Boy Circuit.
Makes me want big boy.
And those businessmen have curious fingers and furious toes. They dug
Curious fingers and furious toes. Okay.
in. I can't even shake them. Sometimes I find one in my chest hair. I pull them out.
This is Japanese guys.
Put them in an envelope. I send them back home.
Put them in an envelope, I send them back home.
I did the normal
See, a lot of imagination to this. A lot of funny imagery, very cartoonish proportion work.
stuff. Tummy table, human bunk bed.
Autodesk Fusion.
Okay, he said tummy table, human bunk bed, and then we jumped into another ad. Who's keeping track? Because we're 1945 in. It has to be 7 at least.
Nothing crazy, you know.
I'm no good at math, but that is, I think, less than every 3 minutes or so.
The best one that I would do for them, I would strip nude, lay on my back, fill my belly button with water.
I'm just preparing myself. I don't have anything to say.
Give them each a bath. I have a very deep belly button.
We believe you.
It's
Was he the one that put the coins in the guy's belly button? Oh, maybe Google knows. Which comedian? Oh, no, never mind. I'm thinking of fucking Jeremiah Watkins. What the fuck?
12 inches from
That's so far off.
crust to core.
Jeremiah's building a name for himself. Did he put out a special? Does Jeremiah Watkins have a special? Have a special needs child, it said. Bio. Harold is the comedian for making Judd Apatow fall in love with his comedy again. That's a direct quote from Judd himself. What the fuck? As the comedian for making Judd Apatow. You can't even fucking form a sentence. To quote this says, Jeremiah Watkins is heralded as the comedian for making Judd Apatow fall in love with comedy again. And that's a direct quote from Judd himself. All one sentence. Anyway, I guess his debut 1 hour special, Family Reunion, is now... I watched that. Did I watch that, or did I see someone else watch that? My new friend, David, hi David, welcome, said in the comments that he hasn't watched a podcast in a long time without a podcast sitter. And I thought that's just such a funny term for it. I've never heard that before. So bravo, David. If that was you, hats off to David C.
One time a woman took a body shot off me.
For the record, all of my best friends and I fought each other and then fell in love, so...
She's dead.
You're among good company, my friend.
It was mercury poisoning. From all the koi fish in my man pond.
Okay. We're way down the rabbit's hole of imagination right now, though.
Yeah,
Knocking that tiny door on Wonderland.
that's enough of that joke. All right.
That's my American Reed Act impression. Guy loves it. Probably.
Tokyo's cool, man. It's the future in Japan right now. And not just because of the
I'm not missing any of my cerebral support at all. I don't miss being able to do this. Lean back, all casual.
time change.
I like doing this with my back. Leaning way on back. Let's go back a little bit, Sam. You lost me a little bit on this one, but it's not bad. It just takes a lot of imagination. This one, I think, tipped a little too far into, like, you know, cartoonish sort of sillydom.
From all the koi fish in my man pond.
These are one more time. We're going back.
It's 12 inches from crust to core. One time a woman took a body shot off me, she's dead. It was mercury poisoning. From all the koi fish in my man pond.
Mercury poisoning from all the koi fish in his man pond.
That's enough of that joke. All right.
Yeah, we agree. But he was aware of it, and that's important. Can you hear that? Can you hear that on the wind? Some hefty wind. That's right, it is time for everybody's favorite reading moment, segment, Choreography, a memoir by Corey Feldman. Now, when we last found Corey, he had just filmed his first commercial, wherein he found out that Santa Claus was not real. He was 3 years old. This was his first actual job. So, my first memory is shooting that McDonald's commercial. I can't remember anything before the start of my career, was how that last chapter ended. Until the age of 5, I lived with my parents, Bob and Sheila Feldman, and my big sister, Mindy, in a modest 3-bedroom California ranch in the once sleepy community of Chatsworth, a district of Los Angeles situated in the northwest San Fernando Valley, bordered to the north by the San Susana Mountains. My father, a musician and producer, wasn't around much. Most of his time was spent on the road, performing with his cover band, Scream, at Los Angeles area theme parks like Knott's Berry Farms and Magic Mountain. So, most of my days were spent with my mom. Booby, his grandmother, might come over and babysit, or to take Mindy to rehearsals and act as her on-set guardian. His sister is also was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club. Act as on-set guardian on the days when my mother had a headache or was too sick to get out of bed. If the door to her bedroom was open, I would grab my toys and set up camp in her king-size bed or lounge on the floor beneath the television for hours, staying up late into the night to watch Saturday Night Live with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, or my mother's favorite show, the soap opera parody Mary Hartman. With the shades drawn, bathed in the blue light of the television screen, I would sit and study the hodgepodge of artifacts displayed around her room like talismans. The ceramic frog statues that lined her windowsill, her favorite color was lime green, or the gilded frame that had sat on top of her nightstand for as long as I could remember. The pictorial had been torn from the pages of Playboy, and from it she smiled proudly, hand on hip. At 5'1", she was the shortest among the waitresses at the Playboy Club in L.A. If I carefully picked up the frame to admire it, she might tell me stories about how she served drinks in a bunny uniform and did the famous bunny dip, bending at the knees instead of at the waist so she wouldn't, quote, fall out of her top. Hugh Hefner was a gentleman, she would say with a certain reverence, taking the frame from me and putting it carefully back onto the fireplace. He always left big tips. And I liked the way she winked when she said this, and I pictured Mr. Hefner as some sort of benevolent father figure, merrily doling out, quote, big tips to other working women like my mom. This has been a reading of a passage from the Corey Feldman's memoir, Choreography. We'll check out some more in the next episode. Let's make our way on back, down the road, down the drain, some might say, across the field, to the Toad's morale.
Tokyo's cool, man. It's the future in Japan right now. And not just because of the time change.
Okay, that's silly. That's fun.
The doors are locked from the outside.
He did like a fake laugh thing, so it was like, he's not using a mic cover, so I'll take mine off. He's like, it's the future in Japan, and not just because of the time change. Which was good. Fake laugh really added a lot to it. It doesn't save, obviously, like in the case of bad writing. It doesn't improve the writing itself, or it doesn't improve the piece to be like, we're writing poorly and we know it. But there is something to be said about a comedian that makes a dumb joke that is a little clever, but like acknowledges how stupid it is. Sam seems to do that. I've seen him do it a couple of times in this special. It's a cool stylistic choice.
Yeah, they got all types of weird technology over there. I used a talking toilet.
Felt a little bit like a crossfade.
In Japan.
But it was smooth. You got me tall. You're all right.
And I tooted it. I hit it with
Toot. It's the funniest word.
a nasty mount.
Damn you, bro. I'm trying to gain some momentum with you here. This toad is affecting my morale. Why was it Toad's morale, though? I get that the toad is his dick, but like... He's talking like machismo is like the toad's morale.
And afterward it said, thank you. Which, it was...
Let's go back. What? The commercial, the ad threw me off.
And I tooted it. I hit it with a
We'll go back.
Yeah, they got all types of weird technology over there. I used a talking toilet in Japan.
Oh.
And I tooted it.
Tood. He said tood like number tood. Okay.
I hit it with a nasty mount.
That's a way grosser way to put that.
And afterward it said, thank you.
Weird.
Which, it was a relief, honestly, because now we can be sure the robots have not achieved sentience yet. We have not hit the singularity. They do not have awareness.
Is it sentience? I mean, I know it's spelled sentience. Oh, what's happening, Charlotte? I'm doing quite well. We're just doing a little review of Sam Tallent's The Toad's Morale. If I miss any of your chats, just be patient with me. It'll take me a sec. I'm pretty focused in here, but I'll get to it, I promise.
Because if that toilet had any self-respect whatsoever, it would not have thanked me for...
So the toilets, the robots have not yet achieved sentience, according to him, because of this.
Because if that toilet had any self-respect whatsoever, it would not have thanked me for what I did to its mouth.
The day's going good, Charlotte. How about yourself?
It would have said, please kill me! Or, yum yum, so full.
Okay, because it was big. His poop was big. Oh, God, Sam. You're funnier than all this nastiness, my friend.
It was a lot. I made a huge mess. It was bad. It wasn't even set to English, but that toilet knew. That toilet knew whatever butt bestowed that bountiful blessing was not from the humble islands of Japan. That was an American ass. It was really bad. It was the third...
Are we going to go back a little bit?
That bountiful blessing.
Yeah, of course, Charlotte, no problem.
Was not from the humble...
Especially if you're just chatting to be nice and this isn't some elaborate lead up to a pitch. Seems like a pretty good stream. Well, that is super sweet of you to say. Thank you.
Humble islands of Japan.
You are quite welcome here.
That was an American blessing. Was not from the humble islands of Japan.
Yeah, we're going to go back a little bit for Sam. Try to catch up to him here.
It was bad. It wasn't even set to English, but that toilet knew. That toilet knew whatever butt bestowed that bountiful blessing.
Oh, it wasn't from the islands of Japan. I see.
Was not from the humble islands of Japan. That was an American ass. It was really bad. It was the third worst bomb an Americans dropped on Japan.
I see. Okay. I can't believe I didn't see that coming. That's props to Sam for that one.
The issue with that joke is you can see it coming. Unlike the...
Weird. It's uncanny when that happens, is it not? I am from the American North, currently living in the American South.
Japanese on that fateful day.
I would ask how about yourself, but that always feels weird to do.
25 is a great age, by the way. It's a good age. I got a brother, he's 28. It's pretty cool. Big difference, though, between the younger people and me is that I was bullied relentlessly. My brother did not experience this fate. I say bullied. It was more just like low-key sexual assault.
Okay. Well, it used to be kind of gnarly back in the day. Virginia, I've never been out that way.
It was a lot of like wrapping your dick around your wrist.
Oh, it was, yeah. They used to play this game in the locker room where they'd be like, "Hey, check out my new watch," and it would just be dong. Right. So yeah, bullying back in the day did have a way more sort of sinister, kind of almost a sexual approach to it. A lot of hitting in the balls, that kind of a thing.
Asking a slow kid what time it is.
Great potential. Oh, it's super cool of you to say that, Charlotte. I appreciate that. Thank you for following. Welcome. I have a lot of fun with it for sure.
He can't.
I do play games, just not on this channel. I did a little bit of streaming for games back in the day, but not so much anymore. Most of these I send over to a YouTube channel I'm kind of building, but incidentally, building some friends over on Twitch as we go.
Can't read a regular clock. Don't hit him with a dick clock. Another cool one was you'd take your ball bag, put it on top of your buddy's hat, you know?
I'll have to get back to you on my all-time favorite game. I was big into Fable back when, and I haven't really updated that list in a long time. I guess you'd say PUBG, but
I like your yarmulke, you know? That was...
We're gonna go back a little bit here.
Clock. Another cool one was you'd take your ball bag, put it on top of your buddy's hat, you know?
That's so funny. I'm like, I keep getting distracted by my new friend Charlotte here, but also like, it's easy to do with when Sam's getting into the weeds like this. It's kind of a lot.
I like your yarmulke, you know. That was a good one. The worst one for sure.
Again, I mean, he warned us. He said it was gonna happen this way. It was gonna be a little bit gross. So there is some grace awarded because he gave that self-awareness. He also gave us that heads up. So he wins points for being honest with himself and with us about who he is. Excuse me. But I don't know. It's too easy for me to tune this stuff out.
Was this game called Warm Up My Face?
So this other thing his bullies used to do was a game called Warm Up My Face. Imagine this is not going to be super gross.
You sound like you played that game.
Not familiar.
That's the laugh of a victim. I would ask you if you ever played, but I don't want you to have a seizure, sir. So.
I don't know, maybe this person looks somehow prone to seizures. Oh, actually, no, that is funny. This is the guy he was talking to earlier. That he asked, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? And the guy was like, oh, I don't know. So that was funny, staying quite present.
I don't want your fucking brain to pop. You're right to leave, I understand.
Someone got up and left. Probably a bathroom break because we're like 23 minutes in or so. So she beat me, I had to go sooner.
Yeah, Warm Up My Face went like this. There was a bigger boy named Wyatt Mays, and he would come up to me in school and he'd be like...
Okay, so he's telling us what Warm Up My Face is. No points for inventiveness on the name.
Damn, your face looks pretty cold. I would say, who fucking told you that? My face is an adequate temperature, Wyatt.
Okay.
You'd say, I don't know, man, looks pretty cold to me.
It's a weird place to choose to elaborate during the story, but we'll take it.
And I would say, I will swear on any book you call holy.
But yet again, he wins me back with that phrasing. I don't love what he's saying, but I really do like the way he says it.
It is warm, Wyatt. And as I was begging and pleading, another kid named Anthony would kneel behind me, and Wyatt would shove me over him. As I was laying on my back, Wyatt would pull his pants down and sit on my face.
Is that true? That's... Whew. Damn.
Oh yeah, he was quite cunning, this Wyatt.
God, that's crazy. I saw some crazy stuff, people getting bullied, but never like that. I haven't even heard of anything like that before.
He was an
exaggeration for comedic effect, I guess.
Improviser. And then he would say, I bet you're if you saw the news before.
Another ad. I think we're only 21 minutes in, which means we're averaging, I think, like 2.5 minutes between ads or something.
Face is
warm. way off, I don't know.
Or now, and I would say,
Because there was a butt on him.
because I was wearing a boy as a mask.
Again, funnier phrasing. The phrasing really helps punch all this stuff up.
So I suffered that. All right, but the young people, you guys had to deal with a whole different American calamity, which is the deeply American problem of the school shooting.
Okay. A little obligatory school shooting bit. Though I'll say he's done a good job of staying off the Kill Tony bingo board. I wonder if you can actually buy one of those. It'd be a fun little prop to have. Kill Tony bingo board. Can you actually buy one? Well, they've got Bingo Baker here. Okay, so I'm just reading the headline here, but it says, this bingo card has a free space and 29 words. Tony says, okie dokie, sad music sound effect. Tony gets mad. She's my cherry pie song. I drive for Uber/Lyft. That might actually be something very, very funny to get out. Today's Kill Tony bingo cards. Okay, anyway, we'll have to look into that. Because they're poignant. Because so many of these so many comedians in contemporary comedy hit a lot of these subjects. Now, Kill Tony, all those were very specific to Kill Tony, but like kind of maybe we'll look up the Austinite bingo card.
You had to live in fear of that. Just fucking go with me.
We're going back.
All right, but the young people, you guys
school shootings.
had to deal with a whole
Right.
different American calamity, which is the deeply American problem of the school
Kind of, but like we came out with that. Columbine was like the first one.
shooting. You had to live
I was like 12.
in fear of that.
I mean, 18.
Just fucking go with me. Chill, all right? I was bullied. You had to live in fear of the school
Might have been even. Anyway,
shootings.
let's not nitpick and let's let him do his thing.
Chill.
Another quick compliment I have to pay to Mr. Tallent is for his transitions. Haven't really raised any red flags with me so far.
All right. I was bullied.
And we've seen some bad ones here on Critical Leaks. There've been some real problems with these transitions. So I think this stuff was very well orchestrated. You know, it's a well-constructed set list, so to speak.
had to live in fear of the school shootings. You know.
Because, you know, we're all the way on school shootings now, and it was a pretty organic transition from different forms of bullying, things you had to worry about as a young kid, being different than yada yada. Anyway.
Big difference.
You were there, you saw it.
I will say this, though. School shootings are a pretty effective means of bullying.
Yeah, thanks again, Charlotte. I appreciate you.
It's pretty efficient, really. Wyatt only had...
School shootings are a form of bullying, is he saying?
School shootings are a pretty effective means of bullying.
Okay.
It's pretty efficient, really. Wyatt only had one butt. Imagine if he had a gun that shot 15 butts a second. He could have warmed up a lot of faces. See, it's a
little bit of a swing and a miss.
Butt joke, everyone.
Kind of. Not really. How do you define, how do you classify a joke? But also, I don't think that was really a butt joke. I think the joke was about school shootings, which is neither here nor there, but he's wrong about that being a butt joke. No, there were butts involved.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
All right, it's okay. I never envied you guys. One time I envied your situation. Because in 6th grade...
Coming a touch on the suspicious side, but I am open to suggestions. I'd very much like to get your thoughts on how we can improve Critical Leaks. That goes for all of you on YouTube as well. If you have some ideas as to how we can improve the show, leave it in the comments. If it is a pitch, I respect the freelance game, but also I'm not interested.
I was on a field trip to the Denver Art Museum, and I was in the Gifted and Talented program, so I had to give a speech on a Picasso painting. And I had to, explain what the stars represented. And as I was up there boring my entire class, another kid Jesse came up behind me and
The sound feels different right here.
had to give a speech on a Picasso painting.
What happened there?
Your situation. Don't worry, it's okay. I never envied you guys. One time I envied your situation. Because in 6th
Oh, it's cool. I appreciate that. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm working on some dope stuff. For instance, I call this the sad duck. So, as far as attracting people, I mean, it's hard to argue with the sad duck.
grade, I was on a field trip to the Denver Art Museum, and I was in the Gifted and Talented program, so I had to give a speech on a
But
Picasso
I do appreciate that. I'm sure. Do you have any suggestions?
painting. And I had to, explain what the stars represented. And as I was up there boring my entire class, another kid Jesse came up behind me and pulled down my basketball shorts. And I was 5'10",
Okay.
and, fucking 220 pounds, 11 years old.
5'10", 220 pounds at 11.
So it was adult body baby penis.
Okay, that is the set. That does kind of help redeem his whole, Jared was wearing my pants joke from earlier. Just because, now it's at least a running gag that he was a big child. Made it motivic.
And this was pre 9/11, so there was no cloud cover. It was just full pig snout right there. As I was standing up there exposed to my entire class, I would have much rather been shot in the fucking head.
Oh, than having his pants pulled down. Well, then it's not as effective as a bullying method as you're implying, now is it?
That would have been a mercy
What you would prefer?
killing. Because now I'm labeled, adult body baby penis. That's all I am.
Adult body baby penis.
Forever, I'm baby penis Sam.
Now there's your title. I still don't know where the toad's morale came from, other than, again, him referring to his own genitalia as a toad.
And even if I'm shot later in a school shooting, they're not going to remember me as friend to all Sam Tallent. They're going to be like, oh, did you hear about Sam? No, what happened? Oh, he
Okay.
shot in that school shooting. Oh.
I think he might be a little bit guilty of some over-exploring. Or, what do they call that? Over-mining, I guess. Overfishing. Where you've got overfishing is the one we'll go with. So you've got a spot in the ocean that there are lots and lots of fish at, and then other fishermen find out about it. Well, let's say, okay. So you keep going back to that same spot. You keep going back, and then suddenly there are no fish there anymore because you pulled them all out of the water. It's a lot like that.
Wait, baby dick Sam?
Yeah, someday I hope to get all of that stuff. I do have an artist. My fiance is a very talented artist, so I have one in-house, literally in this house.
Oh, what happened? Oh, he shot in that school.
But yeah, it's a strong suggestion. I appreciate that. Right now we're working on some cardboard overlays so I can just hold them up and be like,
School shooting.
practical effects, they call that in Hollywood.
Oh. Wait, baby dick Sam?
And again, it's one of these episodes coming up. I'll have a little piano right here. You'll hear me do some singing. We'll cover some fucking Green Day.
Oh,
Yeah, Sonomod will be furious. Green Day.
it's too bad.
Not a song. That was such a disappointment. I was reviewing that episode, man. I got a little heated, but you can understand why. Again, as the underdog in this showdown, I want to root for Austin and the whole New York versus Austin thing, but Hassan, that is not a strong lead, my man. That was brutal.
Frontier.
Another advertisement. Okay, so I'll say this. Within the next year or so, I will be judging comedians that go the route of 800-pound gorilla media if they have any more than 20,000 subscribers. Because it's just, you're selling, it's gotten to the point now where it's like you've sold it to a network almost. You've kind of sold out. Sam, and this is true for a lot of comedians, they pull you into a sort of like hypnosis. They talk with their hands and they use tone and the way they weave their cadence and their emotion. It pulls you in. And that's how it's, I mean, that's part of the magic of stand-up comedy, right? That's when it's done well, that's the effect it should have. But all of that is absolutely shattered by Michelob Ultra ads popping up. And I feel like it's going to become more and more common that people are going to start to realize that. I talk a lot of shit about James Donald Forbes McCann, but he had the artistic integrity to leave the ads out. Ronan Hirschberg did as well. He's definitely my preferred comic of the two. But, yeah, just because it's gotten so crazy. This is an exorbitant amount of advertisements packed into this. To the point where every episode of Critical Leaks, I find myself talking about this. It comes up almost every time. I'm either, in the more common case, condemning them, or every now and again, I think it's been 2, maybe 3 of them, I will have commendations. It's like, yes, that sounds good. I commendations. I commend you for leaving the advertisements out.
Oh, it's too bad. Where was he shot?
And yeah, Charlotte, I wouldn't mind taking a look at your work so long as you specify that all these nice words weren't just buttering me up like some kind of door-to-door salesperson. If they were, and you're honest about it, that's fine too. But also, 'tis not my first rodeo. Though I will be interested in checking out your stuff. I don't have a Discord yet for Critical Eeks, but I'll write it down.
Definitely not the dick. The shooter didn't have a scope on that thing. He wasn't a sniper. So, yes, that's a tip.
Because here's the thing, even if that was a pitch, which I understand, because I've done the freelance thing before too. Before AI, it's freelance writer, freelance composer. So I do get it. And it's not a deal breaker for me. If that's how our friendship starts off, then that we can still be homies. But, you know,
Difficult.
if you're not aware of this, there are some people doing exactly what you've just done as an exclusive sale pitch. And I actually do not have an Instagram. I'm a little bit of a throwback.
Joke to tell. But hey, I'm from Colorado. We kind of invented it, so it's okay, all right?
I'm on X, at Critical Leaks. I don't tend to get on a lot anymore. But that's just because it makes me feel sick to my tummy. Though I'll say I have been missing some good ones. For instance, I mean this whole drama betwixt Louis J. Gomez and what in the hell is that guy's name? I can't remember the character's name. Because yes, they are all characters in my. She said, "All right, have a good day." Thanks, Charlotte. You too. She unfollowed. Busted, dude. Oh, you've broken my heart. If only I had seen that coming from the first compliment. You'd think they'd change up their game a little bit, man. It's always the same thing. Where are you from? And I guess maybe this was like AI tested or something, but they all do have the exact same script. Try to win you over with some kind words and a follow. And as soon as you're like, I don't have any money for you, which I do, Charlotte. I'm loaded, man. Could have retired on the amount of artwork I need and could pay for. But yeah, I had a feeling.
It's life is a gift, and don't laugh at that. No, it is. It's a crazy cool thing to have. I love being alive. My dad barebacked my mom.
His dad barebacked his mom. Boy, he's almost kind of got a red band-esque taste in subject matter.
And then my dad bumped his stump till he grumped inside of my mother.
Now that, again, wins me back with phrasing. Bumped his stump till he grumped. It's so dumb, but I liked it.
And then 15 months later, I came screaming out of her.
15 months later, I guess I don't know how childbirth works.
Oh yeah, I was in there way too long.
Oh, because he was a giant baby. All right, yeah. Yeah, the more he does it, I mean, literally, the more he does it, the more it works. To a point.
I was like a Hot Pocket they left in the oven. Past its time. I ruined the sleeve.
By the way, the real salesperson would have been like, no, I said it all in earnest. You know, in a way I have to respect the honesty where it's like, no, that's exactly what this is. Go thank yourself. She was sweet about it, though. You know, all right, have a good day. We will.
Oh, yeah, I was in there
YouTube.
way too long. I was like a Hot Pocket they left in the oven. Past its time. I ruined the sleeve.
Did not like that phrase.
I was a 12-pound baby. It was not a delicate procedure. Think of my...
Was also a large baby. I think it'll be fun from now on to leave the... And if you're watching this, you'll see me start to do this. But we're going to get more and more freelancers and chatters. Unfortunately, back when I used to, as I was saying to Charlotte, I used to stream some video games under a different alias. And I'd get a lot of that. And you fall for it the first couple of times. Scammers, I mean, this day and age, it's been the age of, internet scams. Flattery takes them a long way, and they know it. Happened to me on SoundCloud, too. I mean, it's not my first rodeo with people appealing to my inner narcissist. But going forward in the show, you're going to watch me start to play into that a little bit. So keep an eye out for it, because I don't want to ruin the bit when they get in here by being like, we got another one, because it is actual people working off a script. So we'll have some fun with them going forward. Shout out to Charlotte.
My poor mother squatting over that bale of hay in that abandoned barn.
Funny phrasing, imaginative material here. Really painting a picture for us.
That after-hours veterinarian counting his cash. My dad sitting on a barrel, combing his ponytail, thinking about disc golf. It was...
Dad sounds like a cool fucking guy.
It was not easy on my mom. I was in there way too long. I came out with 2 sets of teeth. One was a necklace. It was fucked.
Okay. Weird. Kind of funny, though. I like it.
And my mom gives me the...
Let's roll the dice again, because it's up in there. Did we like that? 10. Fuck, it's still in the air.
Gift of birth, She brings me into this world, and the first thing I did to her was rip her from asshole to belly button.
Ugh, as gross as it is, I have heard that before. I like that joke.
So she's bummed.
I tore from asshole to belly button. It's from like a very... What the hell show is that from? It's a very, very popular comedy show. It's not even like he's borrowing it from another comedian that he hasn't performed with, and maybe there was parallel thought. It's like, no, bro, you definitely if you watch any TV, you definitely saw that. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, though. Maybe he forgot that that's from something else entirely.
And
just that specific phrasing, because the butt of that joke, the point of that joke was, isn't that a ridiculous way of saying this? Except that works in every other case so far in this special, except for this one, because that's someone else's phrasing. And even if it's it's not physically true, so it's like you can't, you maybe we'll call it an accidental borrow. He put it in it's like a lighter, can I get that lighter? Thanks, man. And you instinctually put it in your pocket without thinking. That happens.
Pissed.
Be that way with jokes. Say everybody gets one, like Spider-Man, Family Guy.
Because I ruined his favorite hole in mom.
We're going back.
From asshole to belly button. So she's bummed, and dad is pissed. Because I ruined his favorite hole in mom. I hope that was his favorite hole. I hope he wasn't butt fucking my mom. You don't butt fuck the woman you love.
See what I mean? Very Red Band-esque. Oh, just dirty piggy stuff. I don't know, Sam. I don't know how this is going to play now that you're not the lovable fat guy. I'm not saying that you can't be funny as a not fat person. That'd be a silly thing to say, but you're definitely going to have to rework your act a little bit.
That's what drifters are for.
I think at least he's not doing like LOL I'm a dad stuff. Like McCusker is the only person I've seen do that like very well. Like I'm a dad and husband. You see people get kind of bogged down where it's like this is all I know. And again, you write what you know, but not an easy thing to do in an interesting way from what I've seen.
She survived that somehow, but then she died at 69. So, nice.
Ugh, sad.
Don't clap. Don't do that. Yeah, it's never not funny. Nice, 69. Yeah.
It's never not funny. Okay. I feel like he could have set that up way better. I mean, it's almost like a waste of material at that point because it seems like he could have set that up like 69, you know, is always 69 nice is always funny. I don't know if it's worth it, but that to me was funnier than the asshole to elbows or asshole to whatever thing he was talking about before. But again, I have the sensibilities like of an 8.5-year-old. I peaked at Caesarland, boys.
She died 69ing, but no. She died doing what she loved. Complaining of chest pain.
That's funny. Still so sad. Very funny though.
So the issue is I'm clearly a big fat guy.
Weird hard cut. Now that was not juxtapositional. That wasn't some weird non sequitur. That was just a ham-fisted editing call. Zach Tull. Big mistake, my man.
She died doing what she loved. Complaining of chest pain. So the issue is
hard cut. So they did the thing where they let the audience noise carry over between two cuts in a video. Because that helps our brains be like, oh, this is the same moment. It's just a different angle. But it's not. They at least cut time out. Weird move there. What's that, to save time? It's a 45-minute special, man. Like, who's in such a rush? If this isn't on Sam. This is directly, I mean, kind of, because he probably gave it the green light. But this is a directorial issue. I'm blaming Tull on this one.
Clearly a big fat guy.
Yeah, because we go from my mouth. Let's one more time, just so you hear how right I am.
Complaining of chest pain. So the issue is I'm clearly a big fat guy.
I mean, there's no way you can't hear that. There's a tonal change. There's a change in the room. Also, I kind of want to look at that beard, check for continuity, but it's not a video show. I don't have video to show you, so we'll move on for now. Someday, though.
I want to live.
Do a Red Bar-esque drop from the ceiling, so I'm not stealing from Red Bar.
Travel, I see just...
There's some self-awareness for you.
It's like how healthy the world is. I go on stage in Europe, and I got to go up there and be like, look, I know I look like a propaganda drawing. But I'm not even that fat. They don't know the kind of fucking legless pigs we have over here. We got some mutants over here.
All right. Bold.
That they have no idea exist. In America, I'm aspirationally fat. People see me here and they stop their rascal scooters. Good God, to have that body.
Oh, I see, in America.
He's got his whole life ahead of him. He's gonna live to be 56.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got all this I'm a fat guy material out when you could.
God, to look like him.
Because he's like still a really big guy. I'm not trying to be mean. He's still a large human being, a large human specimen. He's just lost some of that excess, visceral fat or whatever Louis J. Gomez calls it.
I would give my other foot.
Because they lost a foot. You see, diabetes joke.
Because I see him. I see the babes over there. I was in a cafe in Berlin. I was with another comedian. And like, you know, I'm married. I'm monogamous. We're not poly. We're still trying.
Okay.
And
Still trying. Oh, I see. Polyamorous people aren't trying.
we haven't given.
Our bookstore is like a.
Oh, you're trying to give me a headache, more like it.
Trying. And we haven't given up on each other, you know?
They're loving that.
That's just spiteful. That's all that joke is.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't come from a place of jealousy. Don't worry.
I see.
I'm good with it. One hole forever. That's what
Okay. He turned this funny.
I said in front of the judge, and those were my vows. One hole forever. Your Honor. Your Honor, get off her. That counts. That counts.
See the whole that counts as a joke thing? That's. She's Mojo. Kind of a running bit.
It's a joke.
Again, which works in the same way as like strong callback game does, helps gel the whole thing together.
That's what you sound like. That's your version of laughter.
Oh, God.
She sounds like a fucking flaming skull.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be. I mean, the amount of legwork he'd have to do behind the scenes to contrive this situation definitely wouldn't be worth this. So, all that to say, I think that was organic. He's still live and in the room. I'll say this, like, it's a killer set, you know? He's fucking killing it. Maybe that's more his style.
It's crazy, bro. That's what opiate withdrawals sound like. This is my demographic.
Okay.
This is my man right here. Yes.
They cheersed.
Bearded man, drinking booze, broken leg. That's what I...
He's a broken leg, apparently. I didn't see that. I guess he's wearing a little splint of some kind.
Yeah. The doctor quit giving me the damn pills. Said I was too good at eating them, so here I am.
Said I was too good at eating them. That's fine. He's spry for a big guy. Pretty spry for a big guy.
So here I am. So I'm in Germany. I'm with this comic.
Right, he's in Germany. That's right.
With like 10 of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Just statuesque, blonde hair, blue eyes. They looked like what Hitler was fighting for.
Because of blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay.
That's the best way I can put it. And that sounds bad, but it's a pretty high compliment. When you see the Aryan ideal in real life, it really makes you think.
Okay.
What side am I on? You know? How many people have to die so I can have cheekbones? 6 million.
I see. Scratch that off the old bingo card.
These women are lined up.
Another hard cut. That wasn't me.
These women are lined up ordering, and the other comedian nudges me, and he points at the gals, and he goes...
Continuity error, Mr. Tall. I see the beer. The beer in this is more full than the beer in the previous joke. So, 2 different nights, right? Am I right? Maybe. He's not guilty yet. I have my suspicions, though. And I was right about Charlotte, man.
Too bad you're married, huh? Yeah. That's all that's preventing that from happening. Too bad I have this sacred...
Oh, so we'll go back. I know what he's saying. Let's go back.
Too bad you're married, huh?
Okay, because he was looking at some of the Aryan women, and his friend or someone said, "Too bad you're married, huh?" He says, "Yes,
Yeah,
that's the only thing."
that's all that's preventing that from happening. Too bad I have this sacred trust with my wife, or else all of their holes would be in trouble. No, there's no way. We could never, ever mate. Anything that comes out of me would be poisonous to them. If I were to bareback them raw, my seed would cause them to pass away.
I think that's the second time he's used bareback. Maybe bareback raw, but I think bareback. Which, you know, it's a nitpick, but those add up.
It would make their uterus
At least on the Eek scale, they do.
just wilt and fall out.
Which we will be giving this a rating when we get to the end here, but we still got plenty of show to go.
Like dried flowers from an old book. There's no way. There's no way they would let me in there. It would have to be the end of the world. That's
Like dried flowers from an old book. Like as a bookmark, I imagine he's talking about.
the only situation in which I'm allowed to gain access to their pussies.
Like dry the flower like first? I think I had like an aunt that would do that or something. She would put flowers. That was Aunt Kathy. She's cool like that.
It's the only don't fart noise that. I didn't want to say
Shout out Aunt Kathy.
pussy either. What do you want me to say? Copulate?
We could skip it.
Ugh.
All of it.
It'd have to be like the end of the world. And we're in some bunker in old Sweden. And it's like,
It really does, and I'll touch on this in my summary too. But it's where this can be a problem for me. All this, dirty material, all this anatomical stuff, all the going blue, if you will, like that can be an issue for me. But I'll say that Sam scores points back for that self-awareness, the kind of heads up at the beginning of the special, because it shows me that he's not tone deaf. It's just a case of there's no accounting for taste. Like, okay, this is your kind of music. I don't really like it. I see that you're doing it well, like I can acknowledge like a damn good rapper. Oh shit, he's chopping it up. But it's not like my go-to. I'm more of a Roomba guy.
the 10 girls and me and a woman scientist. I know.
Big Bad Bunny fan, this guy. Can't name a single one of his songs because I don't speak the language they're in. DTMF is a banger.
We're clearly doomed.
It's one of my favorites, but also the only title that isn't like a Spanish sentence.
Woman scientist.
If you know Bad Bunny, yeah, it's a funny one.
What's next? The dog wearing sunglasses?
Let's go back.
And me and a woman scientist. I know.
A
Ugh.
little more.
It'd have to be like the end of the world. And we're don't fart noise that.
We're still going back. Man, I have tuned him out entirely. Again, no accounting for taste. He's playing this particular type of music well. It's just not what I cruise to.
Situation in which I'm allowed to gain access to their pussies. It's the only don't fart noise that.
So we went.
I didn't want to say pussy either. What do you want me to say? Copulate? Ugh.
See, even this is like jokes about his own phrasing, which is funny. On brand.
It'd have to be
I
like
don't wear that brand, but it's on brand.
the end of the world. And we're in some bunker in old Sweden. And it's like the 10 girls and me and a woman scientist. I know.
Stupid.
We're clearly doomed. Woman scientist, what's next? The dog wearing sunglasses?
Okay.
So we're in this bunker, right? And like the woman scientist is like, we must save the species. You must let Sam gush.
Okay, this is completely unrelated to his gush. It seems so, and maybe it's like taboo to do this, but on the note of all of these SM58s I see having dents in them at these venues, is because they're showing up to these places and they're using the house mic. But as a drummer, the house set always sucks because it's what everybody plays. The same thing is going to be true with these microphones. And this is like under $100 mic. I mean, it's a cheaper version of what they used to be, the SM58, from what I understand. I think they make them differently than they did in the 80s and the 90s, but you can get an SM58 for very affordably, and it just seems so crazy to me that some of these touring comedians don't like bring their own. You know, like musicians bring their own instruments. It's just crazy to me that they don't have a mic, that they don't try other different types of mics, like Ronan fucking Hirschberg. Great example. Doesn't use an SM58, probably brings his from home because he knows that he's going to do a lot of yelling from back here, and he needs a mic that's got a wider scope and is going to pick up on his voice this far away from the mic when it's angled this way. So you can hear that he's yelling, but he's not yelling into a microphone because that's abrasive. And just especially when you're at the point of Sam Tallent, he's got 341,000 subscribers on his fucking YouTube channel. You know, he's probably making videos. He's got a podcast on there, so he's making some ad revenue. Like, buy yourself a mic and carry it around with you. It's crazy. Like, you don't. I have no idea why it's like that. Again, maybe it's an, you know, in-world taboo or something, and I'm having a hard time seeing through the veil of fiction to a place where that's believable. They're like, what the fuck, man? Bring your own microphone. Hell, bring your own kit, you know?
He's the only male man left. You must let him nut so we can...
Because again, like, all right, you're doing it all the time. It'd be annoying to carry it around. Not even. It's so stiff. They come in like a little bag. You'd look cute with a purse, Sam. Come on, consider it. That's what I get. That's what I get. Is way, way poorly mixed Campbell's Chunky material.
Save the species.
Oh, that was like specifically for people that have their monitors on, but that's too much bass, bruv.
Before they allowed that to happen, they'd be like, "Are we sure all the chimps are dead?"
Go back. I got sidetracked there.
You must let Sam gush.
Sam gush left. He knows he's being gross, though. Again, there are self-awareness points being awarded.
He's the only male man left. You must let him nut so we can save the species. Before they allowed that to happen, they'd be like, "Are we sure all the chimps are dead?"
Okay, because the science would rather it was chimps than him. Very imaginative guy. You can't take that away from Sam. He's got a big ol' imagination. He's got 90 pounds of visceral imagination in there.
Jesus, I know, man. All right. I want to get better, okay? Here's the thing. My wife wants to have a kid. I don't. I do not want a child because I don't have much faith in how things are going.
Okay.
I think the tenuous tethers that keep America from devolving into chaos and bloodshed are very, very thin.
The tenuous tethers that keep America from devolving into chaos and bloodshed are wearing very thin. See? That's some good writer material there.
And
a good fucking sentence, Samuel.
Keep America from devolving into chaos and bloodshed are very, very thin. And I think in about 20 years, it's just going to be fucking hellfire.
That'll be dope.
I don't want to bring a kid into that world. I don't want to bring a child into this world.
Should I say darkest before dawn and all that?
Just so they can be used as a fleshlight and then food.
I don't blame you. If that were the reality that I was living in, I would hasten to agree.
I do not want that. I don't want that. You guys are responding as if I said that's all I want in the world.
Right.
That is the opposite of what I want. No, because my wife's beautiful and I'm a large breed mammal, so we're going to have the human equivalent of corgi.
On the note of throwback models, he is kind of a throwback-wise. Just looks-wise, you know, he's almost got like those 80s teacher glasses on. He looks totally different now. Maybe he's changed his glasses since he changed his body shape.
He's
blushing. His ear is very red right now. I wonder what's making him blush.
the most edible and fuckable dog, yes. They are. They're just...
Let's go back a little. I have no idea what he's talking about here.
Oh, because my wife's beautiful and I'm a large breed mammal, So we're gonna have the human equivalent of corgis.
I see.
The most edible and fuckable dog, yes.
Those are two things that I guess I didn't know about corgis.
They are. They're just a big tube of meat with a giant ass that they swing around.
Oh boy.
And they swing it around and they look back at it and they let their tongue hang. They're the ultimate sex food, all right?
Again, funny phrasing here. Loses me on the sub. I've said this so many times. I think it's definitely the through line for this whole review, but loses me on the material. Endears me to him using unique phrasing.
Am I crazy? What's a more fuckable dog? No one ever wants to play this game.
That's funny. And again, his self-awareness. You may be surprised what my rating for this is going to be, even though I haven't really laughed. I can appreciate the craftsmanship here, so we'll see.
No one's ever said, easy, brother, Greyhound. No. Greyhounds are all stuck up. There's not enough meat on them, you know?
Okay.
Yes, I have thought about it.
That was my first thought, too. I kind of thought a lot about this.
So, yeah, I don't want that. But, I do like the idea of being alive to see it all just fall to ashes. And in order to do that, obviously, the Miller Lite's helping, you know?
Okay. It's a little callback to his opening joke.
Some health food, but I've been lifting weights. And it's not for the reason that you think.
I can't possibly imagine what that reason would be.
It's not what you assume.
No assumptions.
Because I'm worried that in 10 years I'm going to get in a game of tug-of-war with a warlord over my wife's body. That's not what it is.
Oh.
I'm not worried that some man covered in pelts is going to have my wife by the head, and I'm going to have her by the ankles, and I want to be strong enough to be able to rip her in half and keep the bottom. That's...
Again, very cartoonish, funny imagination. I like that about Sam. I may well order his book if I can find it cheap on eBay.
That's not it, no. Yes, would I rather have the bottom? Duh. That's where the pussy at.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Also, you can get a lot more resale value out of the bottom of a woman in the apocalypse. You can get a lot more.
Okay. I like that he said it's not that, and he kind of keeps elaborating on it.
Bullets and
That's genuinely funny.
salt. But that's not the reason. It's not what you thought. I want to get strong because it's pretty vain. I am tired of my arm shaking during missionary.
Okay. Oh, does he mean quivering, or does he mean the teacher's hammock arm? The hammock arm of an educator.
This really kills the mood. Now whenever I go to mount my wife, there's just this flash of fear on her face. Ah! And that is...
Mount my wife, oh God.
That is bad for the toad's morale.
Oh, he said it! The toad's morale. The toad is okay. Callback, I mean, that's cool. You don't usually get a titular callback. I'm here for that. That was more satisfying than I would have ever assumed it would be.
It's not good for the toad.
You know, if I was telling someone, or if someone was telling me, oh, well, he's got this running joke where, he calls his dick like a toad because it's 5 inches, so it has to be 3 inches, so can float, describe it to me objectively, and I'm going to roll my eyes, but it was well done.
Ego.
Subjectively.
Because when we do missionary, she's effectively a hobo trying to stay warm beneath an old bridge.
Because when we do missionary, she is effectively a hobo trying to stay warm. I don't know.
For the toad's ego. Because when we do missionary, she's effectively a hobo trying to stay warm beneath an old bridge.
Beneath an old bridge, okay. I am just so sure I don't know what he means.
She's worried the bridge is going to collapse.
Oh, okay.
because the pillars are weak.
See, that's another thing, is he'll lose me for a second, but he's well-versed enough to know when that second is, and he addresses it. You know, he knows when he requires a little bit of elaboration, and he tends to elaborate. It's so funny to watch this man do something I don't really like very, very well.
Missionary sucks anyway. Missionary's fucked.
Okay.
Where do you stand on missionary? You don't.
He's talking to a lady, you see. Okay. That's funny. I mean, again, I like that bit that he makes a dumb joke and then laughs very hard at them. But you are selling yourself out on your fake laugh here, because we heard comparable laugh cadence. This one's pushed out a little more because you're talking to a crowd, but is with more gusto.
Sorry, I channeled this man in that moment.
Yeah, okay. Another callback. That's an organic callback too. That's cool. Good for him.
No, but I'm serious. What, do you enjoy missionary? It's okay, right? Now imagine I'm involved. Imagine it's me looming over you, just sweating into your open mouth.
He's picking up some momentum here. He's hitting the gas. We're a little less than 10 minutes from the end here, and I don't think he's gonna let it peter off like some of these comics do.
Hey, ladies, sometimes you fucking work a long shift at the foundry or whatever, and then you don't want to clock out and then clock back in. I understand. But I think it's bad for the woman. I don't envy any woman who's had to do that with me. Had to's not the term.
Okay.
Easy. I don't envy any woman who's willingly participated in missionary with me.
Okay.
After a litany of yes or no questions. Because they have to look at me in my glazed pierogi face.
I guess I don't know pierogies well enough to really feel that, but...
Just looking up at me every 15 pumps, I scream, "Don't move, I'm close!" I gotta look
Again, this is gross, but he knows it, and that's kind of the point, so...
down at them. I gotta behold the splendor that is their rat tail and their eye patch. I gotta gaze upon the beauty of their Monster Energy throat tattoo. And they have to just look up at me. I don't look good during sex. You guys know, like, old-timey maps when they'd have a drawing of the wind in the corner?
Yeah, but again, on the note of Mark Hoppus, bassist of famed pop-punk band Blink-182, he made this joke, I think, on the Mark, Tom, and Travis show, which was an album they did that was live. They do a lot of, like, they used to do a lot of, like, bits, like running gags and that kind of thing. And Mark Hoppus talked about that, I think, on the Mark, Tom, and Travis show, where he's like, you know, we get to have sex with a woman, you have to have sex with a dude. Ugh. Oh my gosh. You're starting to steal my charisma now with all these ads. 800 PGM.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. I'm going to go back a little.
Old-timey maps when they'd have a drawing of the wind in the corner.
What?
And they have to just look up at me. I don't look good during sex. You guys know, like, old-timey maps when they'd have a drawing of the wind in the corner? You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are all the wayward children of mariners, you know. You guys were conceived during a shipwreck, you understand.
Okay.
They'd have a drawing of the wind in the corner, and that's how I look during sex. Just...
Oh, I see. It was like the face. He's doing a pretty funny face.
And then I come. I hit
He left it in the stand the whole time. It's been chilling right here.
her with the toad venom.
Made my stomach turn a little, Sam.
Oh, great. Now she hallucinates for 72 hours?
Toad venom.
It's bad. There's better ways. There's better ways to bring pleasure upon a lover.
Buh.
There's a new cool thing called the Standing 69. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? That's my impression of a comic bombing at a blind and deaf school.
Okay. Years ago, I coined the term for something humire. It's something that's funny because it's not. Something that's so unfunny, it's kind of funny how unfunny it is. He dabbles with a little bit of access in the kind of way that I like in humire.
The Standing 69 is all the kids are talking about.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? That's my impression of a comic bombing at a school for the blind and deaf.
Hiccups?
It's humire. It's not funny. It's so unfunny that it's funny.
It's all right, brother. All right? I'm going to give you something to scare you. Me on top of her. Just hammering away.
Oh, boy. Again, I think that's some rehearsable crowd work for sure. Find any couple in the front row.
I don't hear any more hiccups.
Oh, I see. Scared the hiccups away. Oh, okay, that was actually organic. That's again, he's in the pocket, man.
You ever had the hiccups? What?
He pointed to the guy that freaked out about the Girl Scout cookies question. You ever had the hookups? He's having like a heart attack.
That's you answering a question. That's
again really organic callbacks here. That's good, man. It's the mark of a true craftsman.
The Standing 69 is it's a new move, and I gotta tell you, I tried it out, but I gotta tell you, turns out it's very hard to eat pussy upside down.
Okay. Oh, I see. Because usually you'd think that the guy is standing. Okay. That's really, 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 really funny. Again, kind of leads you to water, but you have to drink type of joke, which I enjoy. Better left implied.
It's just my wife holding me by the ankles.
Oh, God.
She's very strong. She's Suge Knight, I'm Vanilla Ice. She wants her money.
It's like a thing. It's like a thing that's rumored to have happened. Suge Knight held Vanilla Ice by his ankles out a window. Off a balcony or something.
So she's got a toad load in her mouth, and now...
Ugh.
I'm swaying upside down like a fruit bat. So I've been made a pendulum by gravity. And eating pussy's tough enough, but when you've got to time your attack on her south mouth...
God, again, his phrasing, man. He knows what he's doing.
You gotta make every lick count.
It's kind of swaying back and forth in front of the microphone. It's like right here. It's swinging like a fruit bat. Kind of licking as he passes by. Oh boy, sometimes having to show you these act outs is painful for me too. But I do it, and I do it for Critical Leaks. This is funny though. I didn't do it justice. I mean, the act out itself is funny.
That's echolocation. The click
Like a dolphin.
can't hide from a bat.
What a bat. Big bats do more of a squeaky thing. Whatever.
Try and hide your clit from a bat, sister. Good luck. It's gonna peel that grape every time. That's not even the worst
Peel that grape.
part. The worst part is when she comes, because she's gonna come, or I'm going to die upside down.
Okay.
Because when she comes, her knees buckle. and she hits me with the tombstone.
It just stopped. That was not like a weird ad break. Hits me with the tombstone, dead cut, right into the credits. My goodness. So, first of all, we need to go back. We need to find our precious funk music. We're going to find our funk music, and we're going to play a little bit of royalty-free funk. We'll get up to, let's say, Margarita. It's my favorite one so far. That's why I've been using it as our intro. So, as we read the credits, we're going to have a little funk music playing. Once we get through the credits, I'll give this thing its EEC score, and we will all send each other on our respective ways. And further, in later installations of the show, I will be playing a song at the end to help bring everything to a climax, but as of now, I'm still waiting on my piano. So, director is, of course, Zach Tull. Director of cinematography is Anthony Sandrin. Pretty solid job. Sound and music by Pat Richardson. Well done, Mr. Richardson. I had very little shit to talk about the sound on this one. Oh, but Pat, you duped me because editors were Pat Richardson and Zach Tull. There were a couple of fumbles there, boys, and I think you know that. You work with what you have. Give you the benefit of the doubt on this. The camera operators were Chase Crawford and Patrick Henry, known patriot and founding father. Title cards by Joe Hatfield. Mr. Hatfield sort of phoned that in my opinion. Written and performed by none other than Sam Tallent. And this is filmed at Go Bananas Comedy Club in goddamn Ohio. For what reason, I'm quite sure I don't know. Yeah, let's check and see if there's any more credits to this thing, because it is like 2 minutes before the end, so maybe we have kind of a post-credit epilogue thing, Marvel style. With gratitude, Dr. Emily Tallent, maybe his wife. And then we got Duddy, Fee, Mel, the Harvestad Fernandez families, Nathan Lund, Creech, Sar David Droby, Hannah and Susu, the Wancha, this is literally just making me say nonsense out loud. A whole bunch of people, a little gratitude for them. Even more people. Giles Chickering, Mikey Kurtz, Lee Kimbrell, Cam O'Connor. It goes on, the fucking on and on. Right now I'm looking for the name Alan. See if he has the same psychologist, the same therapist as all the New York comics. Oh, a little gratitude to Tim Dillon, Adam Egett, Doug Stanhope. We know those guys. This is a straight up Stolen Lettuce song, by the way. Epidemic Funk, I'm on to you. Oh shit, okay, he's back on stage. Pause the music! We'll get back to that in just a moment. Oh, he hit a dab. Did one of these, and then it like went gray and froze on him. I haven't seen anyone pull a dab on stage in a long time. A long time.
Yeah, you should have probably been removed a while ago, but...
What's going on? Okay, I guess he was...
Yeah, you should have probably been removed a while ago, but... Not here at Go Bananas.
Okay, I guess this was like some kind of deleted footage here. This is interesting. So there's clearly a security guy, a very Mario-esque security guy, a little mustache, who I believe is working security. Is kind of tapping this guy on the shoulder. This dude looks like he's probably in his 60s, wearing an Ohio jersey of some kind.
Not here at Cincinnati's home for live comedy.
Okay.
I have to say stuff.
He said, "Don't say nothing to Sam." Okay. By the way, camera operator, you're nailing it with that shaky cam during this chaotic moment, really contributing to the drama. People are waiting for him to like burn the guy, and then he just gotta let it happen. Oh, so this is why he hated his first crowd so much. Maybe this is the backstory on that.
I'm sorry, you could stay. You're doing good. Why? Oh.
He's the driver.
Oh.
So his son, the guy, is a much younger man next to him, stands up and is like, I can't, I gotta leave. I'm the driver. By the way, he's got at least 3 beer bottles, empty bottles in front of him.
Let's go put him in the car.
Someone yelled, get out, loser.
Let him shake some keys. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sorry, you have to leave.
The guy's flipping Sam off now.
Hey, let's not start sectarian violence in here. All right.
The guy yelled, Cleveland sucks. Someone yelled, fuck Cincinnati. This is Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is fucking crazy. Drunk ass old guy. Going, don't touch me, as his son's like walking him out.
Where's camera 2?
Okay, where's camera 2? Sam looks at the camera and does a thumbs up. Good stuff. I mean, that's a fun little epilogue. Okay, back to our funk music. The Toad's morale is an interesting one for me. Because as I've said multiple times, I pretty much hated every single thing he talked about. It was all gross, a lot of blue stuff, a lot of poop and balls and sex stuff. But he did warn us that that was going to happen. He spiced it up with elaborate phrasing. Excuse me, would you? And when he took it to the umpteenth and was super gross about it, you could kind of tell he knew that he was doing that. Again, there's a self-awareness that really, we'll call it a redemptive self-awareness that he exhibits because without it, I would have hated this. I mean, on paper, I should hate this special, but I don't. Again, I recognize the craftsmanship. His transitions were fire. His imaginative storytelling really, although it takes you to a gross place, it really does deliver. All in all, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really enjoyed the special. This is another example of a guy I thought I was going to come into a special and like hate. But you can't argue with that writing, man. Really, you can't. I'm going to give this, on the EEK scale, this receives a drum roll. This receives a 7.5. I did it. I said it. I don't like the stuff he was saying, but I like the way he said it. And now that's going to be it for now. Now in future renditions, I will be playing a little bit of a song on the piano, but we are not to that point yet. So all I have left to say is this has been Critical Leaks. And in the meantime, be nice!